All praises, all praises. We back at y'all live again from the Situation Room. Shalom, shalom, family. How y'all doing? All praises be to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah, hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
We got some interesting things to talk about today, family. We're gonna wait till y'all get in this room. Where y'all at? How y'all doing today? Today was an excellent, beautiful Shabbat class. Talked about Malachi Maccabee. He went over the psychology of the psychological mindset of Solomon. Man, it was class was beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. And he basically just like went over the analogy of how Solomon's mind was, man. It was very beautiful, man. Y'all need to check that out. It should be uploaded by Monday. We're gonna start trying to go live next Saturday. I already called the cable company and all that. They're gonna try to get out there and get that internet started. That way we can
for the class.
Yeah. That way we can do live Shabbat. I just need to. I already had set it up, but you know, in the daytime I'll be doing a couple things, so I was missing them, so they end up canceling the installment. But I did it again, so they supposed to be coming out Tuesday and setting everything up. So y'all willing? If somebody can get down there, we will be shooting live going Saturday. Before we get started, another thing, a lot of y'all been hitting me up talking about trying to donate, and the donation button was messed up. Maccabee fixed the donation button, so all y'all got to do is click on the PayPal me link, and it worked now. I don't know how it got messed up, but it is fixed now, family. What else? Anything you brothers need to say before we get started?
All praises to the Most High.
Hallelujah.
Son, Yahweh Shalom and Shir.
Let me check, make sure my phone stuff work.
Yeah, we all good.
Let me check.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. I love chopping it up with my people, my ox and the coaches.
All right, we sound good. Y'all in the building.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get a couple more people and get started. So look, today we going over the body, outer expression of consciousness. I know y'all like Yaki. Why you always coming with these long words and these long titles? So we're gonna talk about how the body is the outer expression of your consciousness and nothing more. That your consciousness make the body. The mind actually makes the body. And what you do with this body is nothing but an expression of what's going on in your mind. So if you acting wicked, if you always in trouble, if you always getting caught with your hand in somebody cookie jar, then obviously you're a wicked being. You know what I'm saying? And the whole point of this lesson is to show that we already know this thing is that you belong to the Most High. You were bought by the Messiah. So if you belong to the Most High and you was bought by the Messiah, then why are you acting like you not? So that's the whole thing of this lesson. Just a couple more people and we get started. Let me give y'all some shots out. Jamiel, Shalom, Shalom, Expectational Howard, Shalom. What up, Purrs? How you doing? He grew. Danette, Merlin, Shalom, Sandy, Shalom. Naomi, Shalom, Wardy P, what it do? He
Wardy.
Shay Boogie, what's up, Shay Boogie? Shalom, Shebrew servant, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom to all my family. I see Polo Rico in the building.
Polo Rico,
how y'all doing? Just a couple more people. We're gonna get started. Remember the body, the outer expression of consciousness. So yeah, hopefully we be live on them Shabbat class, family. I actually get to see us live. It'd be live up in that building, in the basement of the Sears building. It'd be going down. Straight up. Sweet Lisa, can you brothers do a lesson on blood types? Actually, my brother Victor, call himself Victor Berry on Facebook. He already asked me to do a lesson on that. The lesson is already done. We just gonna use it for Thursday, going over blood types and all of that, going over blood types, what a blood type is. And I touch on it a little bit of it before y'all get in the room. We looking for 4 more people when we get started. But it's only 4 types of blood, right? All that negative A, negative O, and RH and all of that is bull crap. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the amount of oxygen that runs through your bloodstream, and they named it a blood type. So say if me and Azariah is not getting enough iron that's going through his blood, so he's not getting enough oxygen. I have too much iron in my blood and I'm getting a lot. I'd be a B positive, and they say he's a O negative. It's still the same blood because we're Israelites and we're under the same blood covenant. So the only different bloodlines is the blood of animals, heathen blood, Israelite blood, right? And then you have new body blood. We'll get into all that and talk about all that and actually get into the aspects, but that's going to be Thursday with me and the elder Ariel out in Israel. Another thing before we get started too, I'm glad we brought that up. All right, so we gonna start doing the situation rooms every other Saturday, and me and Elder gonna start going on Thursdays every Thursday. Every Thursday. But on the situation room, which is tonight, we're gonna do this every other Saturday. All right, we got everybody in the room. Let's go and get started. Now remember, family, this is called the body, outer expression of consciousness. So we're gonna get into this lesson. Y'all got any questions? I am viewing the comment board, so holler at your family.
So all I need to do is turn my phone on and I'll be able to see.
Yeah, just turn your phone on and you better see everything.
Okay.
The most common is O, but they really want to be positive, like myself, mostly white folks. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. Show the melanin neurotransmitters that's run through the blood and how it works with your body, and how melanin is nothing but carbon, but they changed the word carbon to melanin to make you think it was something different and all that. I got a real deep intel lesson about that we're gonna do Thursday. So we most definitely gonna talk about it. I think Victor told me he wanted me to call it the Blood Brothers or something like that, but it's a good lesson. So we're going to do that Thursday. Right now, we're talking about the body and how it's an outer expression of your consciousness. So whatever you think manifests in the body. The reason why your body look the way it looks is because of your mind frame. Now, check this out. Before we get into the scriptures, I want y'all to think about something. Say if you always think about food and you're always hungry, that means you always eating, right? From a byproduct of you always eating is you gaining weight and having high cholesterol, and your metabolism slow up. When your metabolism slow up, you gain fat and you can't burn them. So you end up being obese. So by your thoughts, what you thinking in your conscious, it made you a obese person. So this is the outer expression of your consciousness. You are fat because the way you think. Same way for killers, same way with people that have different certain types of SUDs and your physique is shaped different. It's all based off of the way you think. Your body actually express your mind. Your body actually express your mind. So people be like, I wonder why my body look like this. And it's not that your body look like that. It's that you're expressing your consciousness, and your body is the manifestation of your conscious mind. So you look how you think. And that's just what it is. You look exactly like how you think. So we're going to get into that, and we're going to show you how you're supposed to be thinking. And a byproduct of you thinking righteousness, you're supposed to look righteousness. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about your actions and about your walk. So say if I see a woman and she's always covered up, and when I see her, she's giving. And when she's in the house, I see her reverencing and doing things, doing that Proverb 31 thing. And I'm like, man, that is a virtuous woman. Calling her a virtuous woman I peeped at first signs of how she looked. She had set apart clothes on. You know, she was all wrapped up and whatever. Then I looked into her lifestyle. She's taking care of home. She's taking care of the children. You know, she's a virtuous woman. Then I can make the direct label and classification on her to say she's a virtuous woman. I'm not calling her body the virtuous woman. I'm seeing her outer appearance and what she's doing through her actions. And then I made the judgment on her conscious, meaning that's a conscious, virtuous woman. You see, so her mindset actually molded and shaped her body in what she does in this vehicle. Same thing with you. So if I always see you, like I said before, and you're doing nothing but getting in trouble, you're doing nothing but falling to sin, becoming a victim to lust. Every time I see you, you with a different woman and such. My mindset is going to be that Negro's a hoe or that female's a harlot. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing, or if I see you and you got a nice body, it's not covered up. Your shirt, you always wearing short clothes or tight clothes to show off. She's a whore. So we showing you that what you think actually manifests in the material realm. Right. So if we got some understanding with that, we can go and get started with this lesson, because I don't want to spoil it all or nothing like that. So let's get it going. I want to really start this off in Proverbs 6, family. So we're going to start it in Proverbs 6. If y'all got Proverbs 6, we're going to start it at 16. Once y'all get there, type in the 9s, we get this lesson started. Because this do need to be talked about, because your body is devoted and was created by the Most High. And therefore, everything you do with your sensory senses and everything you do with this so-called carbon vehicle is supposed to be to praise the Most High and to serve him. It shouldn't be for Hashatan. It shouldn't be used as a device for wickedness. And that's what's going on amongst Israel. We see a lot of outer cup things going on, but inwardly, Negroes is dead as a graveyard. So these things have to match, because what you do in this vehicle is exactly what your mind is expressing. We in Proverbs 6. We got some 9s going. Let's go and get it started. Let's start at 16, Hebrew.
I'll kick it off.
You gonna kick it off?
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Most High hate.
All right, so look, he kicking it off. We kicking his lesson off. He said, these 6 things does the Most High hate.
The Lord hates.
The Lord hates. So yes, the Lord hate things. Now check out the things that he hate and notice how he's attaching body parts to him, showing you that your mind frame actually express, materialize, or the materialism of what you think and actually express through your physical body. So I don't know you hate me until you show signs of you hating me. So how do you show signs of you hating me? When I see you, you turn around and you physically walk the other way. When I see you, you physically tell me that you dislike me. When I see you, you physically make certain type of facial expressions and look at me different. But I don't know you hate me until I physically see you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get into the mind frame that anything you think about, you actually express. And once we really get into that, then we can start conducting ourselves to move and act differently. So he said is what? 6 things that the Lord hate, right?
These 6 things doth the Most High hate. Yeah. 7 are an abomination unto him.
It says 7 are abomination. What are these abominations?
A proud look.
See, the first one is a proud look. A proud look is a facial expression. You look like you high and almighty. You walking around, excuse my language, like your shit don't stink when it does. He said the Most High hate a proud looking person, somebody that's prideful. You can't tell them nothing. They don't know how to accept reproof and correction. They think they know everything. You see that? This is expressed through your body. So if you consciously are proud, you will express that through your body language. You see what I'm saying? So the body is the outer expression of your consciousness. And he's telling you that he don't like a proud look, meaning he don't like a prideful person. So he's saying the proud look, even though he's talking about the physicality of this human being, he's actually detailing his mind frame. Because the mind and the body, even though they're separate, they are also one. Just like the Father, Spirit, and the Son, that's how your body and your consciousness and your spirit is. It moves as one unit. Come on.
A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Now he's speaking on the tongue. The tongue is not the thing that lies. The consciousness is what lies. But the only way he can speak a lie is through what? His tongue, his vocal box. So again, y'all, the body is an outer expression of the consciousness. Your consciousness uses the body to either do the will of the Father or do the work of Hashatan. Come on, King.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
So we went from a look, then we went from a tongue. Now he's going to hands. Why is he expressing these body parts? But whenever you get behind the mechanism of these body parts, you're like, hold on, what's operating these body parts? The consciousness. So now he's talking about hands that shed innocent blood. Before you went and shed the innocent blood, what told you to do that? And where did that voice come from? It came from where? The mind, the consciousness. The body is the outer expression of the consciousness. And this is the reason why the conscious have to take the judgment for what the body does. Because the body is only illusion from your mind. Without your mind, you will have no body. Your body only exists because of your mind. Your body only exists because of your mind. The reason you have ears is because you need to hear things. That's the only reason you have ears. Otherwise, why do we have ears? The reason you have a mouth and tongue and a vocal cord is because you need to speak, to express your emotions and feelings. That's a form of communication. The reason you have hands for you can pick up things or you can heal people. But you can kill with these same hands. The reason that you have feet is for you can travel and walk to further communicate. Everything your body is to express your consciousness. Everything your body does is to express your consciousness. But lately, we've been expressing the consciousness of wicked doers, of wicked things. All you see is murders and killings in the street. All you hearing is gossiping and lies. You're using your tongue to talk about nothing but wickedness. Using your hands to shed innocent blood. You're using your private members to sleep with whoever. You're using your stomach to eat, not be fed by the Lord. See, so when it comes to Hebrew, when it comes to the Yod Hey Wah Hey, there's a flip side to everything. So we have to, from here on out, we have to actually slow down and remember that our body is nothing but an outer expression of our consciousness. So before you do that sin, be like, I'm willfully sinning because I had to think about this before I physically done it. That's called premeditated sin. That is that is actually a abomination to the Lord, and these things you can't be forgiven for. Now, you might get to the kingdom of God, but no, that is a stain that's not coming off your jacket because you willfully did it. Come on, King.
Verse 18. And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet.
Hold on. We went from the face, a facial expression, to a tongue, a lying tongue, to hands that take and kill and spill innocent blood, to a axiom or a heart that imagine wicked imagination.
And your heart is your mind.
Yeah, your heart is your mind. But look, remember, we have 3 brains, family, and I talk about this a lot. Now, this is scientifically proven, but we'll get into that later. So even this stores in memories too. This organ inside your chest actually stores in memory and actually have neurotransmitters, and it connects and it communicates with the brain. So this is more important than what we actually think it is, but that's a whole nother topic. But see, he's talking about all these parts of your body that you're moving and that you're operating consciously. So your conscious thinks something, but in order for you to express conscious, you have to use a body for somebody else to see what you're doing. Now, you can express yourself consciously to yourself all day because you're talking to yourself in your head.
Right.
But if you want to relay a message to anybody, say you can't talk, you do sign language, but you're still using what? A body. Say you can't hear, they have to do sign language to communicate with you. So you're still using what? A body. You see what I'm saying? So the body is nothing but an outer expression of your consciousness. So what are you using your body for? And is your body wicked? That means you have a wicked consciousness. And that's why the consciousness have to suffer for what the body does. Because the consciousness is nothing but your psyche. Psyche is nothing but your soul. So the soul take all responsibilities for what the body does. Come on, Ken.
Verse 18 again. And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Hold on, what? What?
Feet.
Now we're talking about the feet. See, feet that is running quick to do what?
That be swift in running to mischief.
So is your feet going into the churches and waking your people up? Is your feet on the street corner speaking this word of God? Is your feet running to your children, making sure they're getting up and praying before they go to school? Or is your feet in your brother's house when he's at work? Is your feet over a brother while he's finna die because you murdering him? Is your feet somewhere for your mouth can gossip about a brother and telling lies behind his back? See, you use your body to actually afflict your soul and to cause suffering to your soul when you're supposed to use your body to express your consciousness on how you love God. What are you doing with your body?
Bruh, look, I'm looking at this and I know we live and it'd be different if we were just chilling, but I'm looking at this and that 17 is a proud look.
Yeah.
And I think about them hog meat eating preachers that sit up there in them suits and them gaiters. Yeah. And they got that proud look and this to be seen of men.
They think they somebody.
Right. And then they give a lying tongue.
Yeah, they sit there
and this lying tongue is they tell you don't have to keep the law. These things you need to do, holler at me and put some tithes in that pot over there. Right. And hands that shed innocent blood, they leading them to the slaughter. And a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Is they're leaning toward their own interpretation of the script, leaning toward their own doctrine, that prosperity preaching. You feel me? Yeah. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. That's just where we are right now. Come on, man. They tell you, man, come on down, sow your seeds before you miss the bus. Yeah. Run to this mischief. Follow me. And let me help to shed your innocent blood. Come on, man.
Most definitely.
All praises to the Most High.
Yeah. So we see that the body actually express what's going on in your mind. So
wow.
The scripture tells us faith without works is dead. So every time I see you, if it's negative vibes and you're doing negative things, that means you have a negative mindset. You see what I'm saying? And this is all what this is about, because we've been bought with a price. We don't own our bodies. We don't own our souls. We don't own anything that we in this material form in or in the spiritual world. So how is it that we are so bold that we just do whatever in these bodies? Like, look at all these tattoos I got. Hundreds of tattoos. This was not my body for me to mark up like this. You see what I'm saying? This is not my body for me to just do what I wanted to do, but this let me know that I think this body is mine. We take the body of the Lord and we personalize it and make it a personal identity when it's not. We are part of the body that makes up the church, and Christ is the mindset. So when we do what we want to do and express what we want to express inside of our bodies, that means we're separating ourselves from the God mind, and we're separating ourselves from the Christ conscious, which is the Messiah. You see what I'm saying? The moment I put this tattoo on my face, I separated myself from the Messiah. Of course, it was before I got into the truth, but I made a conscious decision that I'm going to do what I want to do with this body, and it's not my own body. And that's the thing. We be like, it's my body. I do what I want to do with my body. Negro, no, it's not. It's not your body. Your body is supposed to be doing everything to worship God, and people are supposed to look at your body and see that it is a living sacrifice for God.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So our consciousness actually have to express our bodies. And it's not like that today. Now you looking the part, but you're not thinking the part. Now it's all flip side. And that's why we having this whole lesson, because these things need to be talked about.
But the Lord know my heart. Yeah, that is deceitful and wicked.
Right.
He know what's going on in there.
Right. Brenna said, I despise my tats. I despise mine too. Mine used to be so dark. I got so many tattoos. I started putting tattoo remover on them. So now they all just look like scars. A lot of people like, you got a scar on your head. These are actually tattoos all over my face. You know what I'm saying? And I did this being ignorant, but now that I get into the truth, I'm like, how you just hijack the body of Christ like that? I stole from the Lord when I did this. This was so selfish of me. I straight took from my Messiah. Because I don't own this vehicle. I own this vehicle. Just like you go to the car lot and they check your credit and you get a vehicle and you still got to pay on that vehicle. And if you don't make no payments, they take it back, or they can come take it when they want to. It's the same thing with this vehicle. This is a carbon vehicle. The oil is your blood. The gas is the air that runs through your blood and your vessel. The tires is your actual feet. The steering wheel is your mind. You see what I'm saying? This is a vehicle that we're running. We don't own this vehicle. You got to give it back. So you can't do what you want to do. And check this out. When you go, say if you do get a truck or something from the dealership, they'll tell you in the contract, you better not put no beats in here. You better not alter this radio system. You can if you want to, but if you do, and we take it, you're going to get charged for it, and you get none of these things back because you don't own this to just make alterations to them. However you say that word. To alter them. You don't own it to alter them. You know I can't speak no English at all, family. Y'all know I can't speak. Hey, I can speak some Hebrew though. That's all that matters. Alteration, whatever you call it. Family, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Alterations. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of authorization. It's alterations, brother.
All right, come on.
Verse 19. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
See that? That's another one. He that soweth discord among brethren. You're supposed to be reuniting the brethren, but you sowing discord. Not only that, you have a proud look, you have a lying tongue, you have murderous hands. See, so your body is working for Satan. So if your body's doing the will of Satan, guess what that consciousness is doing? The will of Satan. You can't be sinning with your body every day, all day, and then tell the Lord that you're good. Tell the Lord that you have a beautiful soul and heart and expect to get in the kingdom of God, because your body is the outer expression of your consciousness. Your body's doing wickedness means you're thinking the wickedness, and the body and soul die alike. The body wicked, that means the soul is wicked, and both of them is going to experience everlasting burners. And that's just what it is.
So basically, the mind tells the body what to do.
What to do. Your body is a byproduct of your mind. Without your mind, the body would not exist. Think about it. If I take your ears from you, you will not hear anything. That's one sense is cut off. If I take your smell from you, you can't smell nothing. If I take your mouth and your tongue from you, you can't speak. If I take your hands from you, you can't feel. If I take your eyes from you, you can't see. Once I take all these senses away from you, what are you? You're nothing. You're a pure dark consciousness. That you're not a body no more. The reason why you feel, because you needed to feel, so your body have hands for you can get around and touch things. The reason why you have eyes is for you can see the outer expressions of the creation and glory of God. The reason why you have ears is for you can hear. You're supposed to be hearing the word of God and hearing the faithful and the truthful. You see, the reason why you speak and you have a tongue is because the mind gave you a tongue, because you're supposed to be speaking about creation and the second coming of the Messiah. This is the only reason why you have a body, is to devote it to the Lord, devoted to the heavens. That's the only reason. Other than that, you don't need a body. I don't. What is the point of you having hands? Is all you do is steal and kill people. Negro, you don't need no hands. In the Eastern lands, they'll tell you that cut them off.
That's right. That's right.
Huh?
Hands off.
You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying. This is the message I'm trying to get out here tonight. That your body is an outer expression of your consciousness, and if you steady getting caught in these sticky situations, then maybe they're not sticky situations, Negro. Right. Maybe it's you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your mindset. Why is you always the one caught in some stuff, and then you point the finger? It's everybody else. No, Negro, it's you. It's your mind. It's your thought pattern. It's your thinking, and by way of thinking, you express it through your physical form.
You need a spiritual inspection.
Yeah. Come on.
Verse 20, my son, keep thy father's commandment and forsake not the law of thy mother.
Oh, you see that? He said, my son, knowing these things, keep the father's commandments. Now, what are the father's commandments? Don't have another God before him. Don't bow down to any graven images, right? So once you start going into these 10 commandments, these things, if you're keeping them, you can actually show this through your body movement. You'll see him. Say your wife come out the door. You know your wife look good. He don't even look that way. Oh, okay. He's not an adulterous man. He's not an adulterer, right? You can leave your gold chains and your money around your brother and come back and steal there. He's not a stealer. You ain't never heard him spread no false witness. When around you, he don't talk about nobody. He don't bear false witness. Instead of asking you for yours and try to be envious of what you got, he asks you, hey, how you get that? Can you teach me? Oh, he's not covetous. So you can look at his outward appearance and you can be like, that's a righteous man, because his actual thinking, his body expressed what he was thinking, and that's what he looked like. Just like if you think about healthy things all the day, you eat healthy, you work out, you look good. You can look at this brother or this sister, you be like, they got a healthy mindset. They got muscles. She got curves. They slim. They not fat. You can look at somebody's outward appearance and automatically know 9 times out of 10 what their mindset is. They teach you this going into law enforcement, being into the CIA and FBI. Body language in the body can tell you 90% of what's going on with a person. If I see you fat and sloppy, licking on your fingers, your pants is sagging, your shoes is beat up, and you got holes in your shirt, you homeless. Not only is you homeless, you a greedy homeless person, or you a bum Negro that's sleeping on your mama couch. Who knows? But it's so many things that's gonna come to my mindset, and 9 times out of 10, if I talk to you, it's gonna be true. All because your outward appearance. You see what I'm saying? You can't be in Daisy Dukes with a belly shirt on, showing your butt and your breast, and saying you're a virtuous woman. Girl, please, please. The brother gonna come at you and be like, look, what's up with you and what's up with that? I want that tonight. And then you mad because you're getting mistreated and you thinking I'm a queen. No, you're not a queen. You look like a harlot, so I'm gonna treat you like a harlot because your outer appearance is what? The expression of your consciousness.
That's right.
So think about this same concept and put this in the Most High perspective. So your actions is how he know if you love him or not. And he said, if you love him, you would do what? Keep his commandments. And and that shows through your body. Come on, King.
Verse 21. Bind them continually upon thine heart.
Cool. Come on.
And tie them about thy neck.
See, now we getting back into, so we seen all the bad things about this, right? Now he's saying, keep the commandments, bind them on your mind, hang them around your neck. You see what I'm saying? So now we seeing the righteous side, the actual righteous side of these body parts and what you're supposed to be doing with them. Come on, King.
Verse 22. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee.
Ooh, come on.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
You see that? The commandments is a lamp and the law is light. You see that? And notice we in a world full of darkness. So in order to shine bright, what's got to happen? You need this word. And the thing is, your light have to shine because the Messiah, when he comes, it's going to be a dark, gloomy day. And if you're not filled with light and your lamp is not lighted, if you're not filled with this word of the Messiah, guess what? You're going to be seen. You ain't going to be seen. The ship is going to pass over you. It's looking for the light, the righteous. It ain't looking for darkness. You see what I'm saying? So you have to shine from within. The only way you can do that is by keeping the light, which is another way. Work, another outer expression that matches your what? Conscience. See, whenever we talk about any of these lessons, it always go back to the mindset. Every lesson we do is about psychology because it's a psychological book. Nothing exists but the mind. This is all called a matrix, a simulation. Only reason why this exists is because I need to express my consciousness, and I can't do that without a body. So why is my body doing wickedness? Why am I always caught up in wicked things? Why are you claiming you conscious, but you at the strip club throwing your ones? Huh? You a conscious man, you representing Yod Hey, Wah Hey, but you would get caught in the strip club?
But he might say he over there supporting single mothers.
Yeah, whatever, Negro.
Hey, you know, they try to say something about it. I don't know.
But you see what I'm saying? So your works and your body have to match your lifestyle. I can't be a fat, sloppy nigga saying I'm vegan. I'm vegan. I can actually show you I'm vegan. Look at me. I can't be fat and sloppy saying I'm vegan. Negro, you a liar. You eat something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So my body actually matches my thinking. When you see me, I'm making herbs. When you see me, I'm talking about God all the time. When you see me, I'm dropping Jews. Anything I do will have something to do with Yod Hey Wah Hey. There's nothing in my life that I do that don't have that's not associated with God. Everything I do in my life is associated with God. So can't no brother that come around me say that this brother is a wicked person, because I don't display that, because my mind don't think of constant wicked thoughts like that, and I don't give in to them if they do invade my mind. You see what I'm saying? So your body have to actually express your consciousness. You got to. So you can't be, this is what I'm saying, you can't be a liar. You can't lie to God. God is going to open up that book and be like, all right, you committed adultery 5 years ago. You was in the truth 10 years at this time. You lied on your brother. You stole from your woman. How you still? That don't even make sense. You touched on who? Oh, no, you did this, you did that, you did that. But you stand there on judgment day, knee knocking, saying you're a righteous man. He gonna say, well, everything that you done in your body expressed that your consciousness is wicked. Depart from me, he that work with Nicholson. I don't want to see you again. I don't know you. So you're actually getting judged for the physical acts you do from your consciousness. Is y'all getting me, family? If y'all understanding this, type some nines. I really need to see if y'all understand this before we keep going. Type me in some nines if y'all actually understanding what I'm talking about, understanding and overstanding what I'm talking about. The body is an outer expression of your consciousness.
Even when we look at like the patriarch, our father Abraham, right? Like first he had the mindset, he had the faith first, then his actions showed his faith. So we see that he had the faith first, then his action showed the, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
His works followed his faith.
So first it was his consciousness. His consciousness seen it. His conscience believed. Next thing you know, he went to work. He went to work, and then it was counted to him as righteousness. If he would have heard that, and Abraham told and Yod Hey Wah Hey said, cross the Euphrates River, and he never crossed it, obviously he didn't have faith, but he did. Then that's when his name got changed to Abraham, not just Abram. Same thing with you. If you constantly doing wickedness, that's all I see is wickedness. Negro, you're wicked. Quit faking it. You down? What you down to?
I'm at verse 23.
All right, come on with it.
And it says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
Come on.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
You see that? Look, we not only is we talking about the outer expression of conscience, but he said, do not lust after a woman for her beauty, because she might be beautiful and you ain't even checking her actions and how she dressing, what she's doing. You just so worried about the beauty and the booty. She everything about her is all red flags, but you so horny you don't even see the red flags.
Right.
You done got yourself in a situation that you can't get out of because you are lustful. You're lustful, and your body is matching your consciousness, and your body just want vagina. So you ain't even peeping the red flags. You just shooting straight for the shot, missing all the red flags. So by you doing it, and every week I see you with a different woman, you're a whore. That's all you doing. You just like to hump and keep it pushing. And instead of you keeping it 1,000 with yourself and saying that you want to act like you're a righteous man, but for real, you in this to gain vagina.
That's what it is.
Again,
that's what
the body is the outer expression of your consciousness. Let's call things for what we see. Huh? You can't tell if all I see is hoish ways, you can't say you're not a hoe. You're lying to yourself. You're not lying to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because all I see is you being a hoe. If every time I get with you, you're lying and I check up on your information and it never backs up. Everything you say do not come to pass. Everything you say, when I try to check it out, it don't check out. You a liar. So if this happens to me, imagine what the Messiah is thinking about y'all. Imagine what God, Yod-Heh, Wah-Heh is thinking. And imagine what judgment gonna be. Huh? Come on, King.
Well, see, this just lends itself to what I learned years and years ago, and it's women fall in love with what they hear.
Yeah.
Men fall in love with what they see.
It's all about senses, man. Like we are straight in prison to our sensory senses, and our senses are supposed to be out here praising Yod-Heh, Wah-Heh. You're supposed to use your eyes to actually find and look for things in nature about God. You're supposed to be looking and seeing God and everything. You're supposed to use your tongue and your mouth to actually speak about praising Yod-Heh, Wah-Heh, and to spread truth, his word. You're supposed to use your hands to hold this book or to heal. You're supposed to use your feet to travel and spread this word of God. You're supposed to use your ears to hear the word of God. You see what I'm saying? We're using this for all the wicked, wrong things, and we don't own it. It's a loan, and we have to pay it back. We got to pay it back. Come on, King.
Yeah, I'm still on that.
Ahead,
and it seems like, you know, brothers say what they need to say to get what they want to get. And it goes all the way back to the garden when Eve was beguiled.
Right.
And then we look at our father Solomon, whose heart was turned because he had so many women. And it's all the same thing, just, you know, because you are after the beauty of these women and what they offer, you willing to, you know, look past some things and compromise, you know, your own, I guess, eternity. It's not mortality. It would have to be your eternity.
Right. Yeah. And then for the sake of some vagina.
Exactly.
Or women, for the sake of what? Having a king? You got a king. If you're single right now, Christ is your head.
That's right.
Like we rushing into these things off of outer appearance, but inwardly we be actually matching ourselves up with graveyards. You see what I'm saying? And look, don't get it twisted too. I understand that the outer expression of the body is the conscience, but Negroes be faking out here.
Yeah.
He look like a righteous man, fringes longer than natural bridge, shalom, and throwing up the fist, black power and all that. But behind closed doors, he's lazy. He don't do anything for the family. He's not willing to sacrifice for the family. Same thing with the woman.
Wolf.
The woman on Facebook, she's all holy and not foul. Whenever you see her, she's covered up and all that. Behind closed doors, she's a dragon with her head wrapped. Huh? You see what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. People is faking out here too. But at the end of the day, it's about that consciousness, and that consciousness is what's going to be judged.
That's right.
Yeah, give me Jeremiah 17. We're going to start that at 1 once he finishes.
You want me to on that 25?
Yeah.
Verse 25 again. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread.
And the reason why a man is brought to a piece of bread is because he's constantly giving. When you messing with a hoe, you constantly giving. Yeah. Even if you don't pay her money, you damn sure paying some attention.
Yeah.
Your time is getting taken everywhere. You either lying and you covering up because don't nobody want to know. Don't nobody want to get caught messing with a hoe. So you're lying, you creeping, sneaking around. You know how much energy this take? At the end of the day, you bought to a crumb, a piece of crumb.
Over her house watching her and that other nigga kid.
You see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? It brings you low. So we have to watch what we're doing. And again, the body is an outer expression of consciousness. Every time I see you with somebody that we know that ain't right. You with somebody that we know is a hoe. Then what are you? If you could be joining yourself to a harlot, you are what? A harlot. We have to watch how we move our look. Like Daniel Solomon say every day, we are representing a brand, y'all. How can you be speaking words of the Most High and then get caught doing some ungodly things?
Right.
Imagine that. You get caught doing some ungodly thing. Imagine catching Yaki in the strip club throwing ones.
Come on now.
throwing ones.
We know
The
you
brother-
ain't got no ones. It's all 5 and 10.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, how would that look upon? Forget Yaqui. How would that make Daniel Solomon look? How would that make Malachi Maccabee look? How would that make Ariel Albin Israel look? Azariah, the whole order of Melchizedek church.
How would that make the script look?
And
People gonna look at the script like, if he doing that, then can I do that?
Or they have stopped believing.
Yeah,
like this Negro teach so much and always looking good. I just called this nigga 3 a.m. in the morning, throwing ones to a clapping behind. Come on, man. That's a bad look, and the brand is too big for that. This is Yod Hey Wahe brand. And you see what happened when they get sponsored in football and basketball, and they do some retarded stuff. What they do? They immediately take all their sponsors and they kick their hats off the team. I'm not trying to be like that. So family, you won't ever catch me in a position like that, because I realize that my body is the outer expression of my consciousness, and my consciousness is on righteous thinking and judgment. So when you catch me, I'm going to be doing what? Righteous things.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What are you doing though?
Yeah.
Come on, King.
At verse 26 from the top again. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
You see that? The adulteress will hunt for your precious self. She catch you off. She know you weak in the spirit, and you fine with vagina, and you give in a vagina. She gonna be throwing it at you all the time, just to see just to see how you gonna move, because you in subjection to vagina.
And she over there blinking slow.
Yeah, come on. I know your weakness, brother. Come on with it. Come on, let's get to Jeremiah 17. Start at 1.
Jeremiah 17.
Yeah, Jeremiah 17. I know y'all keep seeing his head peek up. This owl right here. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get some fame or something. I don't know what's going to happen.
He's a good boy.
Come on with it, bro. We in Jeremiah. Yeah,
Jeremiah 17, verse 1.
Type in some 9s once y'all get to Jeremiah, family. In Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17. You know we're Terry for y'all. I understand we live, so we're Terry for y'all. Jeremiah 17. Remember, this is called the body, the outer expression of consciousness. What are you doing with your conscience? And is your body matching your conscience? 9 times out of 10, it is. So if you are doing wicked things, I mean, you have a wicked mindset.
Right.
We got a lot of 9s in this flood in. Yeah, let's get it. Hold on. Here go Mama. Mama Angie, 1, 2, 3. Praise Yah. You see, I'm rocking the memorabilia. I
heard that.
Mother and the 7 sons. Shalom, Mama. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right, come on, let's get it.
Jeremiah 17, verse 1. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron.
Hold on. She said, if I found out y'all keepers in the club throwing ones, I'll be like, give me my shirt back. Right. Hey, Mama, picture me in the club with my fringes on. With my fringes on, throwing ones. Come on.
Order,
that is wicked.
Yeah.
You out of order, B.
Have none of that.
Right, come on with it.
I'm going to start that from the top. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron.
You see that? So the sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron. The pen of iron meaning it is firm. A pen of iron. That is firm. So our sin is firm upon our hearts. Come on.
And with the point of a diamond.
The point of a diamond. A point of a diamond is a laser. That means it is a permanent. Sin cuts glass. So the sin of Judah is permanent and it is strong amongst Israel. Come on.
It is graven upon the table of their heart.
You see that? It is graven upon the tables of our heart. To grave something in, you need a stenciler to get down in there. So not only is it permanent and it's sharp with a pen of iron and it's sharp as a point of a diamond, but it's carved inside of our minds. That's how sinful Israel is. Come on.
And upon the horns of your altar.
And upon the horns of our altar. Remember, we used to be back going blood sacrifices and sin offerings for our sins. We was going to the altars, the horns of sacrifices with sin still on our mind. Yeah, as soon as I get done with this turtle dove, I'm going back to the strip club tonight, bro. I got 50 more turtle doves saved up. I got turtle doves saved up.
Turtle doves on deck.
Look, personally, y'all, that's why I'm vegan. Y'all said, just thinking about that. These Negroes killing innocent animals to get their sins off. That upsets my stomach, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just the mind frame of that thinking pattern. And that's why the priesthood had to change, because again, that body is the outer expression of consciousness, y'all. What we do as a people. We going to make sin offerings with sin still on our mind.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Not only that, it still had to be 2 witnesses for a lot of cases.
Exactly.
So if them your 2 partners, you know what I'm saying? Man, this probably was all type of fix,
you was getting off anyway.
Yeah,
you was getting off.
Yeah,
Come
all
on.
type of backdoor deals going on. Verse 2. Whilst their children remember their altars.
You see that? While their children remember their altars. Come on.
And their groves. By the green trees upon the high hills.
See, Christmas ain't just started yesterday. They've been worshiping green trees upon high hills. That same Nimrod spiritual tree that these heathens and that these Israelite heathens by mindset put inside their homes. Idolatry been since the beginning of time. It's always been a tree. Just like in the Garden of Eden. Man fell to what? A tree.
Mm-hmm.
That same tree that was in the beginning is that same symbology tree that you put in your house. And that same symbology tree that's in Jeremiah 17 that they worship upon green hills. It always go back to the tree of knowledge, good and evil, which was the representation of Satan. Come on.
O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil.
You see that? So for doing all these wicked things, for having the sin graven upon the tables of our heart, the sins written with a pen of iron with a point of a diamond. It says all our substance we had, all our treasures, all our wisdom is going to be giving to another people. Because the body expression, remember, the things we were doing in the physical actually represented our mind frames in the Most High. Like, you wicked niggas is wicked. Y'all are actually bowing down to green trees upon high hills. The body is the outer expression of conscience. You must be wicked to do that. Moses come down from the mount with the tablets. Y'all stanky legging, worshiping golden calves.
Right. Made a molten image.
You see what I'm saying? The outer expression of the consciousness. You are in your mind, you're serving other gods. And if you wasn't, then you wouldn't be stanking legging to them at the bottom of the mountain. Come on.
And the high places for sin throughout all thy borders. Verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Yeah, you see that? So he said, I'm going to take that heritage that I gave you because you was wicked, because your outer expression represents your consciousness, and the hearts of man is tainted and wicked nowadays. Come on.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And did that not happen? That actually happened. Hold on real quick. Marciella Elohim, the tree symbolized sexual energy. Most definitely. In other languages, they call it the Kundalini energy, most definitely. I did a class on that called what I call it, STDs, sexual transmitted demons, and we talked about that. Check that out. Come on.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
You see that? So for us doing this thing, for us acting outwardly out like that, he said we have kindled a fire in his anger. So when you kindle a fire in the Most High angle, that means he's pissed. He's mad. Come on.
Which shall burn forever.
Which shall burn, what, just for now?
Forever.
Until Christ come back. Come on.
Thus saith the Lord. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
He said that cursed be the man that trusts in man, because I don't know your consciousness. All I can do is make an educated guess on how your outward appearance is and what your body language is and what I see in your actions. But I don't really know what's going on in your mind. You can talk the talk and not even be walking the walk. You can be at class teaching today about fornication and then going home to sleep with your brother's wife.
And what did Daniel call it? All front, no back.
All front, no back. What do you call it? The hospital doctrine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That sounded crazy, man.
Yeah, Daniel.
Come on.
Shout out to Daniel Solomon.
Yeah, most definitely. Come on.
And make it flesh his own, and whose heart departed from the Lord.
Come on.
For he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh.
Come on.
But shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited.
Come on.
Verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord.
You see that? Blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord. And the man that trusts in the Lord, you know it from how they act and how they move. Right. Because the body is the outer expression of the consciousness. So his conscience is obviously have faith and trust in the Lord, because I see him. When I see him praying, even though he don't know I'm watching. I see him moving. I don't never see him lying. I don't never see him backbiting. I don't never see him acting weird around his brothers. Whenever I see him, he is stand-up character. And I can make an educated and a judgment, a righteous judgment, like, hey, that's a good brother right there. Come on. He said, where we at? We in Jeremiah 17, Kingdom Bound. Jeremiah 17, verse 7.
I'm going to take it from the top. Verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as the tree planted by the waters.
Ooh, you see that? A tree that's planted by the waters, that means it grows high. Ezekiel 28 was talking about how Satan was that tree in the garden, and every river came to him, and how his boughs stick, and how he grew high as cedar trees. So when he talking about the trees planted by the waters, he meaning that you will be lifted up. You will grow in this truth. Come on.
And that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Verse 9, the heart is deceitful.
You see that? The mind, if you look up the word heart, is layab. The heart is deceitful. Deceitful means trickery, meaning it'll tell you something and do something else. The heart is deceitful. Double-minded, unstable in all his ways. Don't
James
trust.
1:8.
Yes, don't trust in your heart. Come on.
The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked.
I just said that.
Yes, and desperately wicked. So the reason why we we can turn on the news and see all these wicked things going on is because it's a lot of wicked consciousness roaming around on this earth. You see that? So it's a breath of fresh air to see a brother out here moving in righteousness. Like, it lets you know that God is here. God is still with us. Come on.
Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart.
You see that? I, the Lord, search the heart.
That's right.
The Most High gonna search that consciousness. So you out here BSing, guess who's searching that consciousness? The Lord. Ain't about me. Come on.
I try the reins.
He tried the reins, meaning he bringing them tests. Come on, Al, man.
I sure was
Al, you gotta get off the couch with all that, man.
Moving around.
Come on, man. You
tripping over there now.
Come on.
I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
See that? According to your ways. So look, how can he judge you according to your ways if you're not acting these ways out? So like I always say, that whatever you does in the body, the soul takes the hit for it, because the soul is nothing but the consciousness, and the outer expression of the consciousness is your body. So whatever you do in this vessel, you're going to have to be judged for it, family. Come on.
And according to the fruit of his doing. Verse 11. As the partridge sitteth on eggs, and hatcheth them not, so he that getteth riches, and not by right.
We can stop that right there. Let's stop that right there. All right, come on. From there, we're going to go to Proverbs. Proverbs 23. Proverbs 23, family. Let's actually get into this lesson. Proverbs 23. The body, outer expression of consciousness. What are you doing with your body? Your body reflects your consciousness. You're doing wicked deeds, that means you have a wicked mind. You're doing righteous things, you have a righteous mindset. Where we at? You don't have to tell me what's on your mind. I can see to how you moving what's on your mind. I can see to what you're doing what's on your mind. Come on.
Either way.
But see, and that's the thing about it, man. It's just like the scriptures say, you'll know a tree by the fruit that it bears.
Yeah, you know a tree by the look of its fruits.
Exactly.
Most definitely. An apple tree growing big old apples can't be like, yeah, I'm an orange tree. I'm a banana tree. Right. Negro, you growing apples. You're an apple tree. That's just what it is.
You know, it ain't like I can walk into a room of heathens and pretend to be a white guy because you'll be able to look at me and tell I'm a Hebrew.
Right.
You understand? Right. So it's just that simple, man. I mean, you are known by the actions that you do.
Yes. We represent the brand name, man. And like, we don't take it serious. Like, how can you confess and talk the word of God and teach the word of God and move like the word of God when you're on the Shabbat day and on feast days, but when you're not around your Hebrews, you acting carnal as hell. Like, you're disrespecting the brand name, and for that, the Most High will have your head. You have to be in season, out of season. This happened on the streets and behind closed doors. You should never change. You should never change.
We got brothers that done ran up on the Hebrew on the 4th of July with all spent fireworks in front of his crib.
Oh man, that's
Come
messed
on,
up.
dog.
Or celebrate the 4th of July.
Yeah.
You gonna get drunk.
You a Hebrew.
Right.
Popping fireworks on the
finna
4th
get
of
drunk,
July.
boy.
Come on now.
Wasn't nobody out there, but they just in front of his crib.
Yeah, whatever. And look, we
Come
do
on, man.
we do pop-ups now. We'll pop up on your real. What you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we
Come on.
just seeing that the barbecue pit was smoking over here. Again.
Right. Come on with it.
You want that from the top?
Yeah. Jeremiah 23,
Jeremiah.
start from 5. I mean Proverbs 23, start at 5. Right, shaking my head. You sure right. Yup, because as a man thinketh, so is he. That's what we're going to now.
That's
yeah,
right.
you already know.
One
Look,
spirit.
yeah, one spirit. Come on with it. In
Proverbs 23, verse 5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not?
You see that? Would you set your eyes upon something that's not? Set your eyes upon something that's what? Temporary? Or you going to set your eyes on something that's eternal, something that's going to last forever, something that has value to it?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Come on.
For riches certainly make themselves wings.
Ooh.
They fly away as an eagle towards heaven.
You see that? Riches make themselves wings. That means the more and more you accumulate money, the more and more money you want. As soon as you get that check run away. Now they got a new saying called "I'm chasing a check."
Chasing the check.
I gotta chase that check, dog. Yeah, whatever. Soon as you get money, soon as your mind get on riches, that it grow legs and just run away, and it didn't grow wings and fly away. So now your mind fixated on worldly things and is not on spiritual things, because when you chasing that check, that takes all of your energy.
The more you get, the more you spend.
Yeah, so I see every time I hear you, yeah, I'm out here getting this check, dog. You ain't not got nothing to do with scripture though. So your body is the out expression of your consciousness. Your mind is on money. Your mind is not on the kingdom of God. Come on, King.
Verse 6. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye.
Who, you hear that? It says, eat not bread of him that have an evil eye. I'm not eating with you. We ain't breaking bread. You got eyes on my pocket. You got eyes on my woman. You got eyes on my house. You ain't finna be eating at the table with me. And look, you not even eating because you too busy worried about what I got on my plate.
Right.
Oh, this nigga got more noodles than me. Right. He got more Caesar kale salad than me. Huh? You ain't even worried about what's on your plate. That outer expression shows exactly what's on your consciousness. Come on.
Neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
See, so as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatever you think about is expressed to your physical form, so is you. And think about all your life. Anything you ever wanted that you actually thought about enough, you attained it. You want a job, what you do? Dang, I need a job. You go to interviews, then you get hired, don't you? Now you're working in the corporate world. You thought about it. It moved and trickled down into this motion theory. Then it manifested in the physical form, showing you that the body is nothing but a product and an outer expression of your thinking, and nothing but an outer expression of your consciousness.
But it's the same thing. You cannot hide who you truly are.
No, it always seeps out. It seeps through the porn. It seeps through the porn.
Yeah.
Like people ask, oh yeah, I was practicing Buddhism and I'm a calm person now, and I found peace with inner self. You know, I always like to throw up this with inner self. And then you get into it with a brother on the streets, and next thing you know, you saying some ungodly things that I ain't even know that you even knew. But you a calm person, you got peace in yourself. But as soon as that spirit get tested, the real you come out.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And you can't tell me anything other than what you've shown me.
Most definitely.
Because
look.
you showed me the true you.
Yeah.
That's why you say a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to relax a little bit and show me who you truly are.
Yeah.
You wicked demon.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Hey,
I'm sorry I ain't on the camera. I let Al out.
But look, hey, the gets for real though. You notice that though. That liquor bring the truth out of a lot of people, boy. Those spirits.
Baby.
Them spirits bring a lot out of a lot of people. You be like, boy, it be some wicked imaginations going on in your head.
Yeah.
Come on, gang.
Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of fools.
You see that? There ain't no point in speaking into the ears of a fool. They ain't gonna hear you anyway. Come on.
For he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
Read one verse, we can move.
Remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the field of the father.
Come on, let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 4:23. Proverbs 4:23. Remember, this is called the body, the out expression of consciousness. It's not that hard to explain it, but you actually got to attack this in a certain type of strategy way for you actually get the gist of what's going on here. So remember, like, we supposed to be a product of God. We was brought by God, so we supposed to be moving in that actual mind frame and in that mindset. Come on. In Proverbs 4:23.
Keep thy heart with all diligence.
You see that? Keep means guard. Shamar. Guard thy heart with all diligence. Come on. So guard your mind. Because the moment you let your guards down, you're giving yourself over to Satan. And Satan is a nasty, sick, trifling. He think of things you can't even fathom. Don't open your mind up to that because you be doing some ungodly things. Come on.
For out of it are the issues of life.
You see that? So out of your heart is the issues of life. Life is reality and things that you express in the physical form. So he's saying that the body is an outer expression of what? Your consciousness. Come on.
Put away from thee a forward mouth.
You see that? So put away with these things been said. Don't have a forward mouth talking perverse things, because I mean you have a wicked mindset. See how it goes back to the mind because the body express what the mind is thinking. Come on.
And perverse lips put far from thee.
Whew, come on.
Let thine eyes look right on.
You see that? Now it's going back to the eyes. Didn't we just read this in Proverbs 6? Let thy eyes look right on. Let thy eyes be straight ahead. Be focused on the kingdom of God. Not what's going on in this man's house. Not what this man got in his pockets. Not about everybody else's business, Negro. You need to be working out your own salvation.
That's right.
Come on, King.
And let thine eyelids look straight before thee.
Come on.
Ponder the path of thy feet.
You see that? Ponder the path of your feet.
Know where you're going.
Look where you're going. Watch where you're going. And look,
Don't be
fumble-footed. Make sure you stand and sturdy. Look at your feet every now and then. You might find a couple hundred on the ground.
Hey,
you always looking everywhere else. Look where your feet at. Am I in my brother's white house? Am I inside the store with a pistol in my hand ready to rob the place? Am I inside the booty joint? Where am I at? Where's your feet at? Or am I at the street corner yelling and professing the name of God?
That's right.
Am I in this man's house healing him? Am I at the hospital visiting the sick? Am I in the back streets of STL or wherever y'all at feeding the homeless? Where your feet at? Or is your feet going around doing mischief? Because remember, the body is the outer expression of your consciousness. What's really on your mind? And if you can tell, because what you've been doing with your years. 5 years of wickedness. Negro, you wicked. I don't care what you talking about. Your mouth can say anything, but your actions are showing me this.
As a man thinketh,
so is he.
And I mean,
guard your mind with all your diligence, because from it proceeds what? The issues of life, family.
And doing those things not to be seen of men.
Yeah.
Don't run around bragging about what you do and who you gave something to, and just do it and keep it moving.
Because if you do, your consciousness your body expressing your consciousness by you doing that. Oh, okay. He just want to get showed gratitude because he's doing stuff.
Right.
He want to be seen.
He want to be seen of men. Like, it's not hard to judge matters. It's not that hard to see what a Negro's up to. Watch his actions. That's all you got to do.
Watch him.
Watch his actions. Didn't he commanded us to be watchmen? Watch his actions. If he's constantly doing weak stuff, he's a weak man. He constantly lying, he's a liar. Every time you see him, he looking at little children. This Negro might be a pedophile. Like, this is what it is. Watch actions and look. Quit trying to. It might not be that. No, if you see it, that's what it is.
Right.
Trust your instinct.
No doubt.
And then we always be telling you and your emotions, feelings this, feelings that. I felt that because I'm a spiritual being, and I felt it. Yes, I felt that you feel some type of way about me. Obviously, you do. If that's not the case, then why did I feel it? You know what I'm saying? We don't even trust and understand our spiritual feelings no more. Like, we've been taught to tuck our emotions away. When you are an emotional being, everything you do is in emotions. It's in motion. You're full of energy and frequency.
But now, a prime example. That heathen that went in there and shot those 17 children in that school, they felt a certain way about him. They knew that dude might be coming back, but nobody acted on the field.
You see what I'm saying?
And he came back.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a student at the school anymore. They didn't put you out, but you still holding a grudge, and you still making threats, but nobody acted on it, man.
Yeah.
That is truly a terroristic act and a crime against humanity.
Most definitely. I agree.
May the Most High have mercy on those who died,
And if it was any Israelites that died and any innocent blood, may the Most High kill that bastard. That's how I feel about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Come on with it.
I didn't want to say that.
Hey, look, I'm worried about my people first. This is what it is.
No doubt. No doubt.
Come on with it.
And let all thy ways be established. Verse 27. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left.
Woo.
Remove thy foot from evil.
What? Hold on. Read that again and read it slow. Because he's talking about the body expressing the consciousness. Turn not thy right hand, nor to the left, but remove thy feet from evil. You need your body to actually commit most of these sins. Now, there's certain sins you commit in your head. Adultery is if you think and look upon a woman that ain't yours, you might as well have committed an act. But most of these acts, other than that, you have to actually express through the body. Through the body. Even if you in your sleep sinning, you sinning in what? Another body. You can't have sex in your sleep unless you have what? A penis or a vagina, right? So you using your spiritual body to commit sins and fornications inside of your sleep state. You still using a what though? A body to express the what? The consciousness. Come on, King.
That's it for that.
All right, from there, let's go to Colossians 3. Now we're gonna get to the good parts. Colossians 3. Well, it's all good, but gonna get into the details. I like details, family. And let me know if I be moving too fast. I know I talk too fast sometimes. I mean having to slow down, family. Let's get her done. Type y'all nines in when y'all there. We in Colossians 3. Let me give y'all some shots. I ain't hollering at my family.
Yeah, Ellie who in here, baby.
Ruby Snow, Shalom. She said, yes, we must constantly check our own hearts. Most definitely. I really needed to hear this. Thank you, y'all, for the message through these vessels. Because it's all it is vessels, Queen. It's all this is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And as y'all can see, we are outly expressing our consciousness and what's on our mind. Our mind's been on how our bodies expresses our consciousness. So guess what we doing? We talking about it. See, so this is showing you that the body is nothing but an outward expression of what's going on in your head.
Because this is a situation, and we're in the situation room.
Most definitely. Elder be getting cool sometimes. That's his cool. That's his cool side. We got Brenya, Shalom Queen. Yeah,
Shalom,
he needs to be sent to the maker. Most definitely, Queen. Shalom, everybody. I'm gonna give y'all some shots out. Denise Hawkins, Shalom. Polo Rico, Hoodie Wonder, what up with the Hebrew?
Yes, sir.
What up with the Hebrew? How you doing? Christ Yah says, my mom used to tell me that too. Mind your own business and you will live longer. That is true. Mind your own business. Worried about what you got going on. All right, come on, let's get it. We in Colossians 3. We got our nines. Let's keep it pushing. Colossians 3. We're going to start it at 1.
We're in the book of Colossians, chapter 3. Verse 1.
Remember, family, the body, outer expression of consciousness.
If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above.
Ooh, hold on. Let's start off with daggers. So if you be risen, if you a new creature in mindset, it says seek those things that's above. Your consciousness is supposed to be on the heavens in the kingdom to come. And if it is on the heaven in the kingdom of come, obviously you will be showing that through your outward expression. Every time I see you, you is not involved in wickedness. Every time I see you, you talking about God. If I catch you off guard, you praying. If I catch you off guard, you preparing a lesson. If I catch you, you finna go sit down with your family and tell them about this work we got going on. Everything you doing is in positive, high vibrational mindset. Seeking the things above. You can tell somebody doing that by what? Their body, their outer appearance, their outer expression, and how they work so in the street. Flat out. Come on.
If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yah.
So your conscience is supposed to be on the throne of God. That's what you're supposed to be thinking about. Come on.
Set your affection on things above.
Whew.
Not on things on the earth.
And see, affection is called passionable desires. That's what affection is, a passionable desire. You're supposed to desire the wisdom of the heavens and what's going on in the heavens for you can get there. Not what's going on earth.
That's right.
You using your legs to chase ass. Not using your legs to chase the scriptures and teach his word of God. Because the body is an outer expression of your consciousness. Come on, King.
Verse 3. For ye are dead.
Who? For what?
For ye are dead.
You dead. How is you taking over your body when you dead? You was brought. You're not, this not your body. Never been your body, and show ain't now. It was Yahweh, Yohei, why now? Then Christ died and it became the Messiah body that makes up the church, and he is the consciousness, the mind that operates this whole thing. Who are you to take your body and mark up his private, his most precious possession? Who are you to take your body and go do wickedness with? Who are you to take his hands and go shed innocent blood? Now you're saying that the Messiah is a murderer. That's blasphemous. See what I'm saying? Because you don't own your body. This is way deeper than how we is portraying this to be. This go way deeper because you do not own yourself, and you are part of a conscious mind. You're a part of the conscious, Christ conscious. This is way bigger than you. You a small speck on this magnificent grand scale of life here. But you acting like you running the show and you not.
Right.
Huh? You doing everything wicked, turning your back on the body. And the thing about the body is a healer. Christ is a healer. It says that his limbs will heal the nations. His trees will heal the nations. And when he healed things, he kick out disease and sickness. If you acting like a sickness, guess what's going to happen to you? The body is going to heal itself and you're going to get kicked out.
Right.
Huh? Come on.
For ye are dead, and your life is hid with a Mashiach in Yah.
Come on.
When a Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Come on.
Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth.
Oh, it says, mortify your members which is upon the earth. Now, this goes two ways. He's talking about your body members, your limbs. And then he's talking about your members, your brothers. And then he's talking about your members, your whole entire family, which is Israel. That's the body. That's what makes up Messiah. But it comes with stipulations. You see that? So what we do as a collective whole is the expression of Christ consciousness. So say if we are wickedness up in the Melchizedek church, which we not, but I'm just using our home team as an example. We is a bad example and a poor excuse for Christ, ain't we? Huh? Ain't nobody don't want to know the Messiah when Negroes is all out of order and all out of whack. And we not, but I'm saying if we were. Ain't nobody trying to listen to no honor, humility, and STL when all their outward appearance is messed up. That's why we take this brand name serious and make sure we ain't getting caught with our pants down, because our pants ain't never down. You can't catch me with my pants down if my pants ain't never down.
Right.
See, that's righteous thinking.
As long as we keeping it 100 out of this scripture, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, it ain't nobody out there that can be like you leaning toward your own understanding, because we take it right here. That's what convinced me when I came into the knowledge of the truth, is that every question that I had for these brothers, they answered it to me out of here. Nobody ever said, man, well, I think, I feel, I believe. When I kicked the questions, Daniel, Solomon, and Uriah said chapter and verse and took me in here, showed it to me, 2 witnesses, and I couldn't argue with it.
Yeah.
Either you gonna believe this or it just ain't gonna pay.
Yeah.
And since then, I'm all in.
Since then, look at it. Look at his body. You come in here, you see a big menorah hanging up. You see frankincense burning. You see scriptures on the wall, Bibles everywhere.
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
So you see what I'm saying? So once you walk in, it's just automatically, obviously his mindset is on something other than wickedness, because everything he talk about is about the Messiah. Everything he wears is about the Messiah. Every memorabilia inside of his house is about the Messiah. At 2 o'clock, I'm hearing phones going off. I look on his phone, it says prayer time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so obviously his body is an out expression of his consciousness, and his consciousness is on what? The Most High.
Stop it.
Do we
That's what I'm talking about.
Do y'all get where I'm going with this, family? If y'all do, type some 9s in, because this is very serious amongst Israel, because it's a lot of pretenders out here, and pretenders is not made and fit for the kingdom of God, and that's what's at hand here.
And I ain't nothing special. I'm just your brother.
I'm just using you for
right. I'm just saying. I mean, because they be like, well, you niggas think y'all holy. No, I'm just your brother, Ariel Al Ben Israel, and I believe in this with my whole heart. You dig? I'm not lukewarm with this, nigga. I'm all in. My chips in the middle of the table. And if yours ain't,
you're bluffing.
Waste my time.
You're bluffing.
Yeah.
And look, and I'm not trying to like make us seem great to nobody. I learned and experienced that don't use people you don't know as examples. Use you yourself and your brother. So that's the only reason why I'm doing this. I ain't finna use a Negro I don't know and then he don't check out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My brothers check out. So that's the only reason why. Come on, family.
Verse 5 again. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection.
Now, Pete, he matched this, and he matched these with your members. These are things you do with what? Your body. So if you do fornication, and you only can do this with your body, that means your mind was thinking what? Fornication.
Right. Uncleanness. Inordinate affection. Evil concupiscence. And covetousness. Which is idolatry.
You see that all these things are done through and expressed through the body, but it all roots and ground seed and take root in what? The mind. That's right. The consciousness. And then the body do it. So look, we need to search our hearts, family. We need to search our minds and our hearts before Yod Hey Wah-Hey do. You better check your spirit before God do. Flat out. You better check your spirit before Yod Hey Wah-Hey do. You better check that soul of yours before Yahweh do.
Because he come.
You better judge yourself before you meet the throne of God.
Grace runs out.
Grace, you better look. Every night, judge. This is what I do every night before I go to sleep. In my head, I lay down, I take a couple breaths, and I imagine myself before the throne of God, and I judge myself for what I did today. If I'm going to the lake of fire, nigga, when you wake up, if you wake up, you need to do a better day tomorrow.
Yes,
Flat out, you need to do a better day. Just start judging yourselves, family. Because if you don't, he is. And if he catch you off, it ain't no redos like you can do yourself. You off in the eyes of God, you off on that day, and there's no repentance beyond the grave.
But you know what? Let me just I wanna land back off on that, because on the way to the pad from class today, after we went through everything we went through about making sure that you right, because ain't nobody know when our clock gonna stop.
Yeah, man.
The Most High got that. But it made me think about me and Brother Obed. We were at a Bible study somewhere, and he said, man, my uncle gave up the ghost while he was getting dressed to go to work. He didn't know he was finna give up the ghost.
Right.
He was going on his daily business, but you better make sure everything is in order, because you never know. And then my rib told me on the way to the pad, she was like, just like her dad. He gave up the ghost checking his email at his crib. She found him. I pulled up, maybe like, I still heard her screaming when I pulled up, because the Ruach told me leave my job site. It's a whole nother story. We'll save that for another day, but you just never know. So make sure you caught doing the right thing, and this got to be written on your heart. You can't try to convince somebody this is what you do. They got to be able to see your light shining when you coming and say, that's one of them cats right there.
The only way that can happen is your outer expression, which is the body, is matching your consciousness. You see what I'm saying? So it got to line up. So like the best thing we can do as a family is to judge yourself before anything. When you get up in the morning, judge yourself when you go to sleep. Picture yourself before God. Is you gonna make it in the kingdom? And when you wake up, judge yourself before you leave that house. Know that everything you doing is getting written down. Good deeds, bad deeds. It's nothing wrong with judging yourself. You better sniff your spirit before the Most High sniff your ass. I'm telling you, like for real, family. It's a lot of people that's dying and checking out of here and that's regretting everything they did when they was in the flesh, regretting everything that they outer expression of their consciousness did, because now their consciousness have to take the hit for what they did inside these bodies, family. And this is why all of our conversations go back to this, because this is the key point, and this is what matter in this time and hour. We are at the end. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. What are you doing?
I would be remiss if I didn't say rest in peace to our brother, Isaac Ben Israel, Ozel. Yes, sir. We just laid him to rest. The oldest Hebrew in St. Louis, and he was on track with this, man. And my personal belief in that brother is that he might have been found doing the right thing, man. And just hope that we all are, man. If you're gonna say this is what it is, let that be what it is.
Active.
This is what it is to me.
Active. Your whole lifestyle supposed to. If you profess in the Most High Yod Hey Wah-Hey, your whole lifestyle is supposed to remind somebody of it. So I shouldn't, anything you talk about, whatever you wearing, what you eating, everything. When I look on your plate, it ain't no abominable foods. When I look at your attire, you are representing the culture. When you speak out of your mouth, I hear wisdom about the kingdom of coming, about the Messiah, the way your hair is, the way when I look at you, when I'm in your house, I'm supposed to feel Christ. I'm supposed to see Christ. I'm supposed to see the Messiah in my brothers and sisters. If I see anything less than that, you ain't on your target. You are off.
Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Nah, they can't. They can't. So this is what we talking about. We talking about talking the talk. We should have named the talk and walking the walk.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. Let your actions match your lips, and let your actions, your lips match your mindset.
But just like that, you know, you'll know my works by my faith, and you'll know my faith by my works. You feel me? It ain't, you can't tell me what you think and what you feel and what you believe. It's what you show me, nigga. You show me a thief. I turned my back. I had $13. Now I got 11.
Oh, that's right. Shay Boogie said most of the time we're angry about things that don't even matter.
No,
right. Spin our lane. Look, do y'all know anger causes cancerous cells? Most people are dying of disease, and y'all think it's about what y'all sticking down y'all throats. It ain't y'all food. It is your actual mindset that's killing you. Because again, the body is an outer expression of your consciousness. The angrier you be, the more bent over you is. You start getting stomach ulcers, and you don't even drink. You got ulcers, kidney problems, because you angry all the time. That's how you know you got blood cancer, bone marrow cancer, heart cancer, breast cancer, throat cancer. You ain't never even smoked a cigarette because all this anger turned into what? See, anything you think about, express physically. That's why every disease have an emotional component. Cancer have something to do with selfishness. Whenever you look this stuff up, you know what I'm saying? STDs have something to do with pervertness. When you a pervert, you see what I'm saying? Obesity has something to do with God being your belly, you being greedy. That's where obesity come in. All these diseases have an emotional component that matches to it because the body is an outer expression of what? The consciousness. Where was we at, gang?
We're in the book of Colossians, chapter 3, at verse 6. For which things sake the wrath of Yah cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath.
Hold on. Shay Boogie just brought this up. Now we talking about this anger. So we have to put off what?
But now ye also put off all these: anger.
Ooh, so this come off with the old man. Notice what's attached to the old man, family. Attached to the wicked man. Anger. That's why I say be angry and sin not, because anger leads to what? Sin. Put it off. Come on.
Be mad.
Wrath.
Trying to get back. Visions of the Lord. If the Lord ain't tell you to go hit no heads, you need to sit down and pray on the situation. I know that'd be hard. So it'd be hard for me sometimes. But look, that outer expression of that consciousness is the body. The body have to match the consciousness. The Most High say sit still. Guess what I'm doing? I'm sitting still. Come on.
Malice.
Ooh, malice, hatred towards one another. You know hatred. You can smell hatred you can smell it on a Negro. You can straight smell it. You be like, this nigga got a problem. I don't even know what I did. You can just tell. He sit down, he looking at you. You like that outer expression. Express that consciousness. Come on.
Blasphemy.
Ooh.
Filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another.
Come on.
Seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
You see that? You put off the old man. When this old man come dead, the deeds die with it. And you show right, Miss Dre. She say that prayer works, y'all. Yes, that prayer do. Our Father which art in heaven. Let's get into that. Like everything, all these lessons that we've been putting together lately is all a part of the same big topic, y'all. We in the end of days. You know what I'm saying? Like all that sophisticated stuff. Yes, I'm perfect at it. I'm good at that. You know what I'm saying? But what's really going on in these last days? We need to be praying, fasting, and loving one another, and following these 10 commandments. If we ain't doing that, then nothing else even really matters. We can talk about the symbology of the menorah, but if you're not even keeping the 10 commandments, then what is the point of talking about the tree and how it mimics the Messiah in his feast days? What's the point? You're still sinning. You don't even pray it 3 times a day. You're not even fasting.
Don't even believe in the Messiah.
Yeah, your body is the outer expression of your consciousness, and your consciousness have no belief, meaning your works or nothing. Everything is in vain. Like, what is the weightier matters? What does our mind really focus on in this last hour? It's supposed to be focused on the kingdom to come, and your outer appearance and your body is supposed to express that. Everything you do in this meat suit is supposed to express that you are down for the Most High, Yod Hey, Wah Hey. And if it's not, I don't want nothing to do with you. And that's just what it is. Come on.
Verse 10. And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him
you see
that created him.
The new man is renewed in knowledge after the image. The image is something you see, right? You see image. That who he created him. I see you, I'm supposed to be like, damn, I just seen a God. I just seen a Christ. I just seen somebody that's part of the Christ consciousness. And then I'm supposed to match that. Hold on, how he wear them shirts with the fringes? And I only got fringes on. I see him feeding the sick. I see him giving to the poor. I see him protecting the widows. I see him doing everything. Christ did all these things. I see him healing. I see him teaching. I see him showing love. He is just so selfless. Like, I want to be like that. You see how the outer expression of the consciousness is the body. If the body doing righteous thing, that means the consciousness is doing something righteous and everybody want to flock to it. This is how we supposed to be moving and grooving. I'm not supposed to be looking up to gangbangers and drug dealers.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's movie stuff, man. They like bullet wounds, stab wounds. That ain't where it's at. Ain't where when the rain my body hurt. That's not good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Been around thugs all your life,
right?
Tattoos, smoking weed, and doing heroin and all this other stuff. Not saying the herb is bad, y'all. Most I put the heroin with it.
Genesis 1:29.
I'm just saying, mixing all these drugs together, welcoming in all these demons. This is not like your outer expression is your consciousness. You snorting heroin, snorting cocaine, toting around pistols, saying you wish a nigga would. You're a part of the problem. You are a cancer in the body, and the Messiah is going to heal the body, meaning he gonna get rid of you.
Because I wish a nigga wouldn't.
Yeah, I wish a nigga wouldn't either. I don't want to look. I'm at peace. I wish a nigga wouldn't because I don't
make me.
I don't want to do nothing to my brother, but I will if I have to. I wish a nigga wouldn't too. That's how I do saying.
That's it.
I wish a nigga wouldn't. I don't wish a nigga would because I wouldn't want to do one of my brothers dirty like that.
Because it used to be back in the day when I was young in my less educated days, when I first got a burner, I wished a nigga would run up on me.
Right now we.
But then once I got my 12th or 13th burner, I'm like, I can't shoot all these guns at one time. I wish a nigga wouldn't run up on me. You know? So I mean, because now it's just an investment, you know. But I don't want to do anything to anybody. But I'm not gonna let you do anything to me and mine.
Yeah, flat out. We believe in self. There's a time to kill and a time to heal. You come up in mine, you go into the judgment. Hey,
frontline soldier, nigga, 10 toes down. That's just what till the casket drop, Yahoo.
Yeah, but you see what he was saying? Like our mindset changed because we knew creatures in the truth. Like a brother look at me wrong nowadays. Like I go in the store, you know, I'm in St. Louis. This is where all the hoodlums at. You know what I'm saying? It goes down here, and I'm not bragging on that or none of that. It's stupid. I'm mad. I actually hate that my city is the murder capital.
I wish a nigga wouldn't.
I wish a nigga wouldn't, but when I see brothers on there and they mug me up and down, hey, peace, King, shalom, God, how you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying? I'll be hugging brothers I don't even know. They try to, I don't want no handshake. Give me a hug. Let me embrace my brother. We have to start speaking love and life. They seeing that like, dang, his consciousness ain't on no beef and war. Look how he acting. Because my body is the outer expression of my consciousness, and my consciousness is showing nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? So they like.
But then again, now with that being said, let's go back to just like you said, with all the tattoos, like Jacob always said, when somebody sees you, Yaki, they don't know you, and they see all these tattoos. They do not know you. They don't see your heart and your mind. They see this and what you've gone through over the course of your young life, but they don't know your heart. Boy, I love you. You understand that?
I'm already here, brother.
And that's what I'm saying. They don't get to know that until they get to know Yaki and what you can do for them and help them and enlighten them and bring them into the knowledge of the truth.
So you just said something important. When they first glance at me, they think something else until they see my action.
Exactly.
Until they see my action.
Yes, sir.
You see that? So the body in motion is the outer expression of the conscience.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
See, that was some spiritual, scientific stuff, right? See, this is my type of topic right here.
Yeah.
The body in motion
Mhm.
is the outer expression of consciousness. I like that, Elder. All right, that's pretty cool.
Man, hey, man, from the heart cometh, the truth, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Where we at?
We're in Colossians chapter 3. We're going to get it at 10 again.
All right.
And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Come on, gang.
Where there is neither Greek nor Jew.
You see that now? Now, when we get into this, we understand sometimes he's talking about the actual Greeks, but we're going to keep this Israelite. There's neither Greek, which is a Greek mindset Israelite, or a Israelite that knows he's an Israelite. Come on.
Where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision.
You see that? Israelite that is circumcised and an Israelite that haven't been circumcised. Come on.
Barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free.
Come on.
But Hamashiach is all and in all.
See, so when we around our brothers, no matter if they from Atlanta, no matter if they from PA, no matter if they from Barbados, no matter if they from the homeland, no matter if they up in UK, I'm supposed to be able to look at all y'all and see the Messiah.
That's right.
Because the outer expression of the body in motion express the consciousness. I'm supposed to be looking. I'm supposed to have a home wherever I go. Wherever I go, I'm supposed to have a home. Just like y'all come out here. Hey, if I know y'all, we all good and everything. Hey, you got a place to lay your head, brother or sister. That's how it's supposed to be. Breaking bread, doing what Abraham doing. Not, oh, this nigga on the road again. He out. Dude, this nigga got a job. All he do is ride around and teach. All he do is teach the word of God. How is he taking care of his family? This nigga got like 5 wives and 13 kids and where he getting these funds from to just be all? The nigga just was in Atlanta, now he in New Orleans. You are not even peeping that the brother is out here putting in the work of the Lord. Because your outer expression of your consciousness like to do wicked things and talk about people and keep up gossip. It ain't to motivate and to push your brother to do his first job and his first occupation, which is what? This work of the Lord.
That's right.
Before 9 to 5 or anything, this come first. I don't give a damn who think differently. This comes before children, household, me, the dog, the whatever. This come before this is occupation. Like Mally said today, I understand I got to take care of my family. Of course, that goes without saying, but this come before everything. This is why we here every Saturday. This come before everything. I could be doing other things right now, but I'm here because this is my job. My outer expression of my consciousness, me in the body form, is doing these, showing you that what's on my mind is these scriptures.
A nation of priests.
What's on yours? What's on your mind, family? What are you doing with your days? See, and then look, we have 130 people in this room. So that means 130. Yeah, your body, you been in it. It's all ripped up. That means 130 people is in this room right now on the same thing. Their mind is obviously on the word of God. They're not at the club.
That's right.
They're not doing it. They're actually listening to this message, meaning we matching the same network. We matching the same widthband. We matching the same frequency, family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One body.
One body, one mind, one baptism under one God.
Yes, sir.
That if that's not beautiful, I don't. If that ain't powerful, I don't know what it is. Huh? Come on with it.
We're in verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yah, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness.
Look, can't you see these things? Kindness. I can't be kind and just thinking in my mind. I have to, brother, do you need somewhere to sleep? Brother, do you need something to drink? What is that?
That's an act.
That's an action. And the only way you can act out consciousness is through what? The body. Meekness. It's a thing of patience. That's an act. That's an action. Hebrew Israelite, a Bari Yisraeli. That is an action. It means to cross over. He is from above. He will cross over. This is an action you have to put in place. So again, the outer expression of the body in motion is the consciousness. Come on.
Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yah, holy and beloved,
Whew.
bowels of mercy, kindness,
Come on,
humbleness of mind,
come on,
meekness,
Whew.
long suffering, forbearing one another,
come on.
and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye.
Come on.
And above all these things,
And above what?
and above all these things,
Come on.
put on charity.
Put on what?
Put on charity.
Because look, love heals. Love heals. Love can
Woo.
raise the dead. That's why the Messiah moved in love. Scripture say that God is love. Love is the beginning of all things. Love and fear is a thin line. The fear of God is the beginning of his wisdom, and love is the expression of his consciousness. So how can I show you God? It's through love. Through love. You know how many depths love can, man, look, a brother can have total beef. I didn't seen it before. And you be like, bro, I ain't even on it no more, bro. I realize I love you. I love, it's so many, bro. I love, when I say I used to be in these streets, I used to be in these streets. Bros can vouch for me. I grew up with him. Like, bros that I used to beef with and bang with and shooting at each other and all of that. When they see me now, it's nothing but handshakes and hugs. They like, his body, he ain't on that no more. He's frequency completely different. I used to come on the block, Negroes turn around and walk away, or they pulling out pistols and shooting. You know what I'm saying? Real wars and stuff. Now I see brothers, they be like, is you good? Man, hey, brother, I've been seeing your post on Facebook, bro. You know, I've been thinking about getting out of this and getting out of that. I seen one brother the other day. Matter of fact, Ruben, remember Carl? Ruben riding, brother Ruben. He working with a brother that straight grew up with it. We used to straight be beefing.
Really?
He calling me, he like, man, bro, man, I see what you on now, man. Look, I need your number. Let's get up and talk. We used to be at each other's head. But see, my outer expression showing my consciousness, the frequency raised high. So somebody on a low vibrational frequency, they have to get with me or get gone.
Love conquereth all.
Love conquereth all. And that's what he was talking about. The two greatest commandments is what? Love God with your heart, mind, body, and soul. And to what? Love your neighbor. Love your brother.
Right.
We have to express love. You can love somebody all day, but if your actions is not expressing that, Negro, you don't love me. Right. How you say you love me, but you're not willing to sacrifice? When love is sacrifice. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. It says, husband, love your wives as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Love is sacrifice. Love is giving. And God loved us, so he gave us commandments to keep.
Yeah.
You see, all of this is a giving sacrificial thing. Come on, King.
We're in verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness.
The what?
The bond of perfectness.
When you love, that's a bond of being perfect. That's beautiful. Read that last one. We're gonna move to another one.
And let the peace of Yah rule in your heart.
Let it what?
Rule in your heart.
Rule in your consciousness. So love bringeth peace. Let that rule in your consciousness. Come on.
To the which also ye are called in one body.
Hold on. Called in what?
In one body.
So if you called in one body, that means the outer expression of that consciousness, which is the body, need to be moving in what? Nothing but complete, total righteousness. Come on.
And be ye thankful.
And be what?
And be ye thankful.
And be ye thankful for it. We done with that?
Well, I got two more highlighted.
Come on, let's get it. Go on here.
Verse 16. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Come on.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs.
Hallelujah.
Singing with grace in your heart.
Because that's what love do. And that's what love do. Love, like when you get around love, like when we be in Memphis, I never felt no love. Like, I'm like, I said, damn, I got a big ass family. Hundreds of people. I'm talking about love. I ain't shake nobody's hand at that. I'm smacking hands. Give me a hug.
Hug.
Give me a hug. Embrace me.
Yeah.
Hug me. Love me.
And we'll be right back in Memphis.
Yeah, it's going down again. Can't wait. Y'all will rise out. Y'all will will it. But that's love. Nobody on wickedness, no hatred. Everybody had love for one another.
It's a huge family reunion.
It was like the kingdom of God, like starting out. Like, dang, this is how the kingdom can be if we all just can act like this forever. That is beautiful.
Able to leave my stuff on the table, boy, walk away. When he
it's there when you get back. Because I know you Negroes on still because y'all commandment keepers, right?
Didn't even think about it. So afterwards, I'm like, dang, I was able to leave my stuff.
And ain't nothing happened.
Ain't nothing happened.
Wake up. You go across the bedroom. You go to 223. Knock on the door. Your brother's there. Brother, surrounded by your brethren, your family, your wives. Just man, that's a beautiful thing, and it's all done in decency, and everybody following commandments and keeping order.
Yes,
that's the kingdom of God, and that shows you. And that shows you that the kingdom of God is within man.
Yeah,
because we experienced the kingdom of God. And on the Memphis trip, we experienced that. Imagine that for eternity.
And I'm coming to give some more back this year too.
Straight up.
I got one more verse.
Come on.
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Master Yeshua, giving thanks to Yah and the Father by him.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, from there, we're going to go to Romans 8. Let's get Romans 8. Romans 8, family. Before we get Romans 8, I need you to get Psalms 139, 7 through 17. You hold Romans 8 for me. Ariel Alvin Israel.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing out there, family? Miss Drea, Shalom, Shado, Colossians 3:17, word and deed, do all the yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Polo Rico, Shalom, Amor 7, Yehuda 7. Shalom, shalom. Love is to be given away. Yes. That's all love is. Love is to give. Daughter of Yisrael, me neither. Pray if y'all say the same. Hope I make it. Cassandra Sellers, M.A. Shalom, she ruled. All y'all on here. You know, we gonna go to Psalms 139, King, 139, 7 through 17. Derek Smith, Shalom, Kimberly Day, Shalom. Follower of Yahweh, Shalom. What's up with y'all, family?
Those are a lot of names I recognize too.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, family feeling good, man. We in here, y'all. It ain't nothing like giving away this word and communicating with a people in a family that's on the same frequency as y'all. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, I know y'all understand the spirituality. Like, I actually feel y'all through this computer. I know it sounds crazy, but we're a spiritual being. I know that y'all can actually comprehend what I'm saying. Like, I feel y'all through this computer. It ain't no greater feeling than that.
And so, you know, that's funny too, because I know I've been an orator for a while in the class, but you all never see me try to edify because I don't try to put myself in the position of a teacher. But now that it's us.
Sister Odelia, Shalom.
Odelia,
Shalom, sis. Terrence, Shalom. Sweet Lisa, Shalom, hallelujah. Yes, most definitely. Randy Myers, Shalom. What were you saying, Elder? My bad for cutting you off.
Just you know, I don't talk a whole lot in class because I let the teachers do what they do. But now you guys get a little bit of all behind the scenes, like what we do, and I get to talk a little bit and let y'all see, you know, who I am and what I am. Just like I said, you know, this is what I am. It's this word. I try to live this word. And if you see anything other than that of me, you know my heart ain't in it, but you ain't gonna see that.
Lydia, Shalom. Lydia, Michelle, Shalom. Kingdom Bow, Shalom. Look, so check this out. In class, we actually prep lessons to teach class. This is dialoguing. We not only teaching, but we interacting. It's open forum. We actually interacting with our family. So it be scriptures out there, but yes, it be a lot of talking because we here to communicate and see what y'all been up to for the week. I ain't seen y'all in a week. What's up, family? Like, we talking. You know what I'm saying? Even though we here to teach and push the agenda, we also have to acknowledge the queens and the kings and the gods and goddesses. We acknowledge y'all too, because this is a platform to dialogue too, family.
Ain't so no big eyes.
Ain't no you. So there's no you, there's no I, there's only us. So let's not get that mistaken. We here to holler at y'all to see how y'all doing and to give y'all messages what we learned through the week. Like, we are answering questions that y'all put in my inbox. So we are here to talk to y'all also. So this is not like class on Saturdays, like where it's an actual, we preparing lessons. We at like what me and Mally and what we all doing now, we are dialoguing with y'all throughout the week to keep in contact and keep in communication with y'all family, because we a family and we want to make sure we own that. All right, where we at?
Psalms 139.
Yeah, start at 7, Hebrew. We at Psalms 139. When y'all get there, type in some 9s, we get this started. Remember, this is called the body, outer expression of consciousness, family.
$139.
9 lives. Where you been at, man? Where you been at, brother? 9 lives in the building.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go. Love these gatherings. Pat Fisher, shalom, shalom.
Yeah, that's fun, boy.
Tell me, all right, we got our 9s. Let's get it.
You said about 7 hours.
Yep, Psalms 139 start at 7. Now, Pete, what he talking about in here? Come on.
Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me.
Come on.
If I say surely, the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light unto me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day.
Come on.
The darkness and the light are both alike to thee.
Come on.
For thou hast possessed my reign.
Ooh, come on.
Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb.
You see that? So now he's going back to the consciousness. He's saying, you knew me before you possessed my reins. You covered me in my mother's womb. But you knew my consciousness before you made my body. So my body is an actual replication is a physical replication of my thinking. Pete, what he's saying here, y'all. Slow, start that over from that last verse and read it slow for the family can really get the gist of what he's talking about here. Come on.
Yeah, verse 12.
Yeah.
Verse 12. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee.
Come on.
For thou hast possessed my reign. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb.
Ooh.
I will raise thee, for I am fearful and wonderful, and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works.
You see that? So he said, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. He's talking about him coming out of the womb and how the Most High knew him before he was even a substance. So if the Most High knew him before he was even a substance, that means he knew what? His consciousness, his mind. And from that very consciousness and mind, the Most High molded and shaped him for him to come into this world. You see that? And everything he do once he enter out of the matrix, which is the womb of a woman, once he's brought into this world and as he grow up, he is acting out everything he's thinking, showing you that the outer expression of your consciousness is nothing but your body. Come on.
And that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret.
You see that? He said my substance, the way my bones was formed, the way blood came, how my brain came first, how my spinal cord came and connected with the bottom of my cerebellum and that electricity started, how my nervous system was shaped and formed. You knew all this because you created all this, but before all this, you knew what? My consciousness. You knew my mind. And this shows you that we've been here before we came into the body form, family. We've been here. We are eternal people, man. You can't put a date on eternity. You know what I'm saying? You can put a date on flesh and on vehicles and on carbon and on melanin, but you can't put a date on gasified ruach. You can't put a date on your spiritual soul. You can't. It's been here and it's gonna always be here. Come on.
And curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Verse 16. Thine eyes did see my substance.
You see that? Come on.
Yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written.
So look, before he was even all the way shaped and created, in the book, all his members was what?
Were written.
Was written. What is he talking about? He's talking about him in pure conscious form before he came into a physical form and was birthed. You've been here, family. You've been here. Now you just got a body to actually express your consciousness. That's why he said he came from a dark place. Because without your 5 sensory senses, you are in a dark place. Your brain sits inside of a dark cranium called the skull. It's dark up there. You're seeing through electrical impulses, which makes you see fragmented lights. through your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. Huh?
Boy.
Come on.
Which in continuance.
Yeah,
Which in
You're in
continuance.
16.
Yeah, okay.
what you doing, man?
My bad, yeah. Which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them.
You see that? When there was none of them. Before I had bones, before I had blood, before I had a nervous system, before I had a cerebellum, before I had a cortex, before I had a frontal lobe, you knew me. Before I had substance, before I was physical, before I came into a physical form, you knew me, and all my members was written in your book. He's going back to that consciousness. He's going back to that psyche, that soul. Now we have a body to express this psyche and soul, and we using it to do wickedness with to show that we have a wicked psyche and soul instead of using it for righteousness and an instrument of Yah. That's messed up, family. And for that, we all shall be judged. Come on.
How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God. How great is the sum of them. If I should count them, they are more in number than the same. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O God, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men.
We can stop as soon as you get done with this.
Which one? That was 19 right there.
Stop there right there. Let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah 1, 1 through 5. Jeremiah 1, 1 through 5. You still hold your spot. Let's get Jeremiah 1 through 5. Yep. Once we get to Jeremiah 1 through 5, we hit this Romans 8. Just showing that, like, before we even came into the physical form, our consciousness was already there.
You from your mother's womb.
Yeah, I know you before that. So now we just have a body to actually express what's been going on in our conscience, in these eternal souls, this eternal light, this eternal energy. Supposed to be, just sorry for a typo. Y'all already talking about Gadiel, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Who else we got in here? Danette, Israel, Shalom. Yeah, Jeremiah 1, 1 through 5. When y'all get there, type in some 9s, family. We ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. I know we going on 2 hours now.
That's no time.
And yeah, and I don't even know. It's so many scriptures that we need to get past, but like remember we dialoguing too. So
and you said Jeremiah 5?
No, Jeremiah 1, 1 through 5.
Jeremiah 1. Yeah, man.
All right, we got the 9s. Mario Lee, Shalom, Shalom. Michelle Span, Shalom, Shalom. Sandy Mitchell, I ain't even seen y'all up here. Shalom. Light of Light daughter, Shalom. All right, come on, let's get it.
Okay. We're in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, of the priest that were in Anathoth, in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Most High came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem, captive in the 5th month. Then the word of the Most High came unto me, saying,
what it say?
Before I formed thee in the belly.
So we going back to this Psalms 139 with David. He's saying the same thing to the prophet Jeremiah. Before I formed thee in the belly. So this is my question, family. Before you were formed in a belly, what the hell are you? Before you formed in the belly, what are you? Before say, okay, they're gonna be like, well, I was just a sperm in my father's sack. Before then, what were you? He said before his members was written, he already knew of him. So before you was in the sack of your fathers and you met the embryo, the egg in your mother, and this fetus was born, this embryo was born, what were you? Obviously, you still had to be here. What were you? What was this psyche? What was this soul? What was it? And why is now a body is being formed to match it? What is going on, family? Come on.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
You see that? So before he was even formed, he knew him. Before he came out of the womb, he sanctified him. He chose him to be a prophet and do the work. He had to give him a body to actually act out the outer expression of his consciousness, though, family. It's the whole point of these verses, to show y'all that in order for you to act out reality, you have to have a body to live in reality, to express what's on your mind. Come on.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
We can stop there right there. All right, let's get back into it. We're going to get Romans 8. Romans 8. Let me get Romans 12, 1 through 3. Romans 12, 1 through 3 for you. I need Romans 8 for you.
Where do you want to start in that Romans?
Start at 1. There's no condemnation in Christ.
That's what it says.
Yes, it's one of my favorites.
The book of Romans. We're going to wait on family and make sure they get
book of Romans, chapter 8, family. When y'all get there, type in y'all 9. We'll get started. Y'all know we live. We'll wait on y'all.
We tarry for our brethren and our sisters.
Before conception, concept before conception. Idealism before conception, the ideal man, the idea body. We're nothing but a split replica of God himself. We are part of his consciousness. He literally shaped and split up his consciousness and created billions of souls. And from that consciousness is nothing but his son. That's why it says Christ is the head of the body, and we are many members that make up the body. So our body is not ours. We are new creatures. We are part of the Christ consciousness, this concept, this idea, and we must push and move forth the idea. Anything other than that, we're being wicked. I see you get it, brother. All praises, King. You actually understand that. Come on with it.
We're in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 1.
Hey, y'all, this is one of my favorite verses. I did an interview and they asked me what one of my favorite verses is. It's Romans 8 and 1, because it just gave me chills to know this. It's like a deliverance verse. Come on.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yeshua.
You see that? When you in Christ, it ain't no condemnation. That means ain't no lake of fire when you in Christ. And everybody is running from that lake. Come on.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For the law of the spirit of life in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah.
That's right. And Mario, he say, we are eternal beings. It is no before eternal. So we always was and always will be.
That's right.
That's right, Hebrew. It takes an actual conscious mind to actually understand and grasp that concept, King. Most definitely. That's what it is. Come on, Hebrew.
For the law of the spirit of life in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah have made me free from the law of sin and death.
You see that? So when you a new creature in the Messiah, you walking as such and you talking as such and you feeling as such. It says death and sin ain't got nothing. Look, you been dead. Your old man died. You already resurrected your mind consciously. You've been resurrected. Now you just waiting on the sky to crack and the greatest army ever in existence to come kill everybody on here that ain't getting down with him. And then he gonna redeem his people and he gonna bring in some in heavens to earth. That's all you waiting on. But the mindset is already resurrected. Now you just waiting to resurrect your etheric body. Whoo, can't wait to that. But the only way you can do that is by walking the walk and what? Talking the talk.
That's
not
right.
just talking the talk and talking the talk.
Right.
But your walk ain't matching it. You all lip. You all front and no back.
Yes, sir.
We don't rock like that.
No, not around these parts.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, Yah sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
Come on. And then look, Sharice Riley, she said, Shalom, before we were formed in the belly, we are part of Yahweh's Yod-Hey, Wah-Hey, conscious and thoughts. Yes, we was. We're nothing but his thoughts right now. We all exist inside of his mind. Just like all this exists inside of yours, we all exist inside of his mind. So you were exactly right. We've been here. Because look, you were made from spirit, the earth, and you was made from, and all this make a soul. All this came from God. All this came from the universe. All this, everything about you came from the imagination of Yod-Hey, Wah-Hey, meaning you've been forever because he been what? He been forever. He created forever. And you are an actual figment of that. You are actually a particle of this God particle, meaning you've been here for eternity. These vehicles are new. This is new. This.
Yeah.
This is new. Not this. This came from forever. You are a fragmentation of forever, meaning you are forever, family. That's why you can't die. That's why you can't die. He said, let us make man our image. He literally did this. spit out 7 billion people each year, 7 billion people. But it all came from this, all came from mindset. It all came from pure dark matter consciousness. You've been there. Like, really understand it. Come on.
Man, I mean, and the more we go through this, I cannot reiterate the point enough that when you said that, joint, man, that resonated with me, that we are spiritual beings
having a
human experience.
That's it.
This is only going to last as long as this flesh lasts.
This is the Matrix.
But this mind,
it lasts forever.
Woo, stop it.
Like, look, we're in a chemical testing zone. That's what Earth is. It's nothing but a chemical testing zone. And this skin right here is your hazmat suit.
Corruptible flesh.
You gotta, once you get off work, which is what this is, it's test, you gotta go back home, which is in the stars.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And then it's all about what you did when you had
Why
your
you was
meat
at work.
suit on.
Exactly. What you did, yeah. And did that out expression of your conscience, which is the body, was it after righteousness?
Right.
Or was it falling after wickedness?
Right.
Huh?
Right, and then look at it like this too. If you was really on your shit when you was at work,
yeah,
you would have a nice crib to come back to.
Retirement.
You got a nice mansion.
Hey, the retirement fund would be plentiful.
Other than that, you ain't gonna
store up your treasures in heaven.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That make a whole lot of sense. I like that.
Yeah. You know what?
Malachi Maccabee, Shalom, big bro. Shalom, big bro.
I saw a bumper sticker one time. It says, "Working for the Lord doesn't pay much, but the retirement plan is out of this world."
Hey, y'all hear what Elder said? I need that bumper sticker.
Right. Yeah,
hey,
that's fine right there.
Hey, check out this bumper sticker he said he seen, y'all.
It says, "Working for the Lord doesn't pay much, but the retirement plan is out of this world." You know, it's not about this, man. This all fades away.
Yeah.
Just like you say, could you drive your way to heaven in that brand new car? Does that reflect who you are?
Straight up.
You can't get that car up there, man.
No, you ain't finna.
Or not even up there. It's gonna be here because they haven't coming to, man.
Or your college degree.
Right.
You ain't finna go before the Lord. Man, I graduated with honors, Lord. I think this should get me in the kingdom. He like, you broke every commandment in the book and you still did it and you died in sin. Your outer expression of your consciousness done so much wickedness. You think you finna you not finna bring your diploma before the throne of God?
Right. Like that holds any weight up here.
Yeah, stop it.
Or when the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Yes. 28 AC or ACE. I think I said it right. It says like, what was class about today? Malachi Maccabee taught a beautiful class about the psychology of Solomon, studying the consciousness mind of King Solomon. Man, it was dope. I can't wait till it get uploaded. Everybody need to watch that. It even had me sitting back like, man, look, I need to make sure my mind is on the right things always.
Why is it Solomon was?
He still failed. He still failed. So this is showing you we all are a constant work every day. Ain't nobody at this particular time perfect because you always faced with a new opposition. And you
nigga, how can you say you saved? Nigga, you ain't saved.
You ain't saved. Right. That's what I realized today. More and more and more every time. Bruh, look, you better endure to the end. That's all I'm saying. But it was a beautiful class, family. All right, come on.
How far down you want to go there?
Keep going. We need to get down to 15.
Okay, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death.
See that? To be carnally minded, to be in your flesh is death. Now, if y'all actually go a chapter before this, it's Romans 7, and Shaul was banging back with his body and with his consciousness. He like, look, my consciousness know to do good. The spirit of me know to do good. Right. He like, but this carnal mind of mine, this fleshly Negro, this Negro wicked as all hell. He like, man, I'm in a constant battle every day. Which you in, I in, he in. But look, the thing is you training up. Is you battling? Is you know your bob and weave? You gotta protect that chin. Every time you put that chin out, say knocking you out.
Are you giving in to carnality?
Oh, what are you doing? Again, the body is the outer expression of the consciousness. What is your body doing? Why it's here in this material form? That's a question we all need to ask ourselves, family. Come on.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Whew, she said the devil's the great, the hustler in the earth. The devil, right? Y'all going to the kingdom of God with the devil. You graduated from Satanism school. You think you getting into God's kingdom?
No.
Please. Come on.
Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah.
You see that? So the carnal mind
Enmity.
is enmity, is war against yo hey that own your body and that own your consciousness. You actually taking the consciousness and you took it so personal that you think you're yours now. You think you own you and you doing wickedness with it. Negro, you don't even own your soul. Your soul is a fragmentation of Yod Hey Wahe. And you taking it and doing wickedness with it. What he gave you, what he loaned you, you are taking what he gave you and loaned you and committing deadly sins with him. That is spitting in your father's face. And you have the nerve to say you saved, or you have the nerve to even bend down and pray to the Lord, faking like you repent, knowing that you're going to wake up tomorrow and do the same thing with the loan that you did the day before. Look, that judgment is going to be righteous and expedient, family. I'm telling you, it's going to be righteous and expedient. Yes, tell your body no. Yes, you better tell your body no. Because it listens to the mind anyway.
That's right.
It listens to the mind. If your body's doing wicked things, that means the mind is a wicked person.
If you tell your left hand, pick that up over there, it's going to do that.
Look, my left hand just picked up my cup, right?
So you control your body. You understand? Control your mind first.
And the body also say enough is enough. And be like, enough is enough. Body, look, I'm hungry. Pick this up. I'm not. Oh, I see some. Is that a whore on Cole Brilliant? I got $2. She probably now you using your mind to do wickedness. Right. This nigga just said, what about my mama cuz? Huh? Now you using your body to do wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Your body is controlled by the mind. Heal the mind and the body will follow. Simple as that. Come on with it.
Verse 7 again. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be.
Come on.
So then they that are in the flesh,
they that what?
That are in the flesh cannot please Yah.
You can't please Yod Hey Wahe in your flesh, Negro. He's not flesh. He's a spirit. You must worship him in what? Spirit and truth.
That's right.
That's consciousness. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, family, and understand and overstand. The spiritual side of you is your mindset.
That's right.
Is your mindset. How is you being wicked? Like, we think you're a wicked person because you acting it out in the flesh, but it started where? In your mind. You're sitting with the very spirit that Yah gave you.
Premeditated.
Look.
Stop it.
Y'all better quit playing with
you more time for that, even in this carnal.
Right.
Premeditated.
Right.
Yeah,
whatever.
Premeditated murder is light. Premeditated murder is light. Look,
yeah.
Y'all better get it together. I'm telling. Look, when the Most High comes sniffing a boy, look, you better, like I keep saying, you better check your spirit and you better judge yourself before God do. You better judge. You better sit before the throne and imagine it in your mind and act it out and see where you at within yourself before you actually die and be before the throne of Yod Hey Wahe in real time, in reality. It is not no joke. Do you know how much trembling, knee knocking, and brimstone and screaming and hideous angels beating your ass all the way to the lake of fire is gonna be? Millions and millions of people, only a water drop to a wave. Or you a part of that water drop?
You read them 7 torments last week.
Right, we read that last week.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing out here? Y'all are out here BSing. Y'all know what that stands for.
And that ain't for body surfing.
Right? It ain't for
Body surfing.
It ain't for body surfing. Man, come on, Elder, don't start this.
It's getting late, isn't it?
Yeah, Elder getting sleepy, y'all. We finna get up. Elder getting sleepy. We finna get up out of here.
That's all right. You can stay.
Come on with
We're at verse 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of Yah dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And if Hamashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin.
You see that? So if Hamashiach be in you, the body become dead because of sins. The only thing that's on your consciousness is righteousness and renewal of the spirit, because you are a new spirit in Hamashiach. This is what we supposed to be at in this hour, family. we can actually stop there right there. I want to get a couple more scripts and then we're gonna get up out of here. Get up out of here. All right, I want to get meditating on this word. I think Psalms 119, 13 to 15.
119, so you don't want the Romans no more?
What you was at?
Romans 12.
Yeah, I still want the Romans 12, 1 to 3. Elder, I need you to get Psalms 119, 13 to 15. I believe so.
Okay, Psalm
119, 13, 15, Romans 12, 1 through 3. And we get a couple more. We're gonna finish it off with that 1 Corinthians 15. We gotta talk about that. Few more scriptures, fam. We're gonna get up out of there. We could have got into the temple of God. 1 Corinthians 6, 15 to 20, 1 Corinthians 3, 16, 17, Romans 12, he is gonna hit. Romans 10 and 7, write that down. Ephesians 2, 8 through 9, 1 Peter's 1 and 23. So there's a couple scriptures that we could have hit, but I think y'all get the understanding so far. Yeah, Elder showing out. I know he is, y'all. He get like it's getting too late. It's past 11. It's past 11.
Don't make me put my glasses on.
Yeah, he did one video, man. I'm teaching. I look over. He got some glasses with the eyes poking out, man.
You put them on. You put
them on camera. He put them on camera.
Yeah, man. I got them right over there. Now, don't play.
It was like 11 o'clock that night too. I said, Elder, it's your bedtime, man.
Yeah, man. You know me, man. I got that AARP card, baby. Don't play.
Yeah. All right, come on. Let's get it done.
We're in the book of Psalms. 119.
Started 13.
Verse 13. And it reads, with my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate in thy precepts.
You see that? I will meditate in thy precepts. That's what your content is supposed to be on. It's supposed to be meditating on the word of Yah continually, day in, day out, 24/7. That's how you measure your matters. That's how you go through and dictate your day. Would the Messiah do that? No, so I don't need to be doing that. Would the Messiah do that? Oh, no, I don't need to be doing that. Would the Messiah move like that? Yes, he will. When I'm on that. Would the Messiah do that? Oh, hell no. Messiah most definitely. I don't need to have no parts of that. And this should be to the least of your decisions to the great. That's how you know you will keep yourself out of sin. If you know the Messiah ain't gonna be late night creeping, jacking off, so why are you jacking off and masturbating? You know he ain't gonna be doing that. So why are you doing it? Whether you can find this a sin or not. Why are you doing it? I mean, let's talk about these type of things because these are the type of questions that get asked in my inbox. So why are you doing it? The Most High is not finna jack off. Why are you jacking off? So why are you doing it? Even though we can't find it in the scripture that you can and not masturbate, you know the Messiah wasn't masturbating, so why are you? You see what I'm saying? This is the way you can actually measure life and actually move out your life to see if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing or not, whether you can find it as a sin or not. Would my Messiah do that? If he wouldn't, you ain't supposed to be doing it. Play it safe. Play it. Why tread the fence? Why even play with your soul like that?
Right.
Huh? Come on.
We'll get this 15 and 16. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways.
Yeah.
I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word.
Who? Elihu, what up, Hebrew? Where you been at, man?
Elihu be incognito.
What's up, Elihu, man? Where you been at, Hebrew? We've been looking for you, man. You been incognito on us? Talk about he back. We see you, okay? Shalom, okay. You got yours?
Yeah, what you want, that Romans 12?
Yeah, let me get that Romans 12, 1 through 3. Yeah, boy, 9 lives gotta have a lustful thought to masturbate. Yes, you do. And look, now look, we grown here. We can talk. Now we're not talking about you in the bed and your wife trying to get it up or nothing like that. That's a total different masturbation, and that's not unrighteous. We talking about you somewhere in the dark and you moving them hands or you rubbing on some things and you using that wicked imagination to get some things done. That would the Messiah do that? That's all I'm saying. And if it's a no, then why are you doing it? And we can do many other analogies, but that's one I chose to pick because that's been getting asked to me a lot. Is it a sin to masturbate? Technically, can I find that? No, I can't. I can't condemn you for masturbation. It's not in the scripture. But is it wrong ways to masturbate? Heaven, yeah, it is. You know, I'm going to say hell yeah to that because certain masturbation can get you to the lake of fire. Come on.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy.
Come on, hold on. He say, so you supposed to present your body as a living sacrifice. A living sacrifice, not a dead sacrifice, a living sacrifice, meaning supposed to be willing to give yourself to the Lord, because your flesh want to do what the hell it want to do. Your flesh want to eat all. This is what your flesh do. It want to survive, eat, and hump and reproduce. These fleshly things. Fleshly things think about shelter, humping, and food. That's all you think about: sex, shelter, and food. So we supposed to. That's what your flesh want. We supposed to get that up. We supposed to be thinking about lively things, living forever. Right? Come on.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a question. Now it says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yah, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice." Now that's I ain't got to the holy yet, but that sacrifice would be an offering unto the Most High. But you're supposed to bring him the best, your first fruit.
Yeah, the living part.
Right,
part. So not the sinning part, exactly. The living sacrifice.
So you got to bring the best to him.
Of the best, which
and
is
then it says
part.
Holy.
Holy.
Yeah, you dig? So don't come, with that rotted fruit part.
You can come in once you all sinned up with bumps all on your head.
Right, and then it says acceptable unto you.
Yeah, acceptable.
So it's got to be presentable.
And it got to be without spot or blemish. Exactly. And meaning, not me, you're not the Messiah, but meaning you're done sinning.
Exactly.
You're done sinning.
Exactly.
You're done sinning.
Yeah, you don't want to present yourself with a hot straight shooter in your pocket.
Yeah, most definitely. Boy. Come on. Come on.
Holy, acceptable unto Yah, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Be not conformed to this world.
You ain't supposed to be conformed to this world. We is not of this world. Right. We are Hebrews, once passing through.
Yeah.
Come from above, going back to the stars. Right. He who have crossed over. We are spiritual beings having a human experience.
I'm not trying to get used to this.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm just passing through. I'm cutting through. I'm in the cut, cutting through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
But be ye transformed by the renewance of your consciousness. And check this out. The class is called The Body, Outer Expression of the Consciousness. So if you renew by your conscience, what your body's supposed to be doing? When I see you supposed to be doing what? Nothing but righteous deeds and nothing but righteous acts. When I see y'all supposed to see love and commandment keeping, and that's supposed to make me be like, dang, I want to keep the commandments of God. I'm supposed to want to see God so much after I come out your presence. Come on.
That ye may prove that which is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yah. Verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think.
You see that? And that's that prideful look he was talking about in the beginning when we read in Proverbs 6. You think you somebody that you not. Sit down somewhere. Come on.
But to think soberly, according as Yah hath dealt to every man.
You see that?
The measure of faith.
So think soberly. I heard. We're gonna get 1 Corinthians 15. You give me that 1 Peter 5. 1 Peter 5. And I think verse 8. 1 Corinthians 15. We're gonna start at 22. Read that 1 Peter 5 real quick.
5-8.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
Yeah, be so.
Yeah.
1 Peter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant.
You see that? Be sober, meaning have a clear mind. Don't be out here walking around groping in the noonday like a blind man. And it says, be vigilant, be down for the cause, be down for the Most High. Meaning that your body is supposed to be expressing your consciousness, meaning you're supposed to be out here getting caught doing righteous things, not getting caught sinning, but teaching righteous things. That's all. Come on.
Because your adversary, the devil,
come on,
as a roaring lion.
As a what?
A roaring lion.
As a little kitty cat.
A roaring lion. Walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Meaning he always at your neck. He is an enemy looking to catch you slipping.
Straight up, 24/7.
24/7. Guard your grill. All right, let's end it with this 1 Corinthians 15. Start at 22 Hebrew. We're going to go and get up out of here.
We're in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15. We're going to start that
at 22.
At verse 22.
Hey, hit me up with them nines once y'all get there, family. What Cassandra say? I paid a price mentioning to my former managers that I was a 9 performance. It wasn't funny at all at the time. She said, LOL now. I feel you. What y'all got going on? Let me see y'all dines before we can get this started. Yahoo. That's a specific situation pertaining to a specific law, Hebrew servant. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, we got the nines. Let's get it.
We're in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, starting at verse 22. For as in Adam all die.
Who? For as in Adam all died. Because Adam fell to that woman. Come on.
Even so in Hamashiach shall all be made alive.
You see that? Most High do everything. Yod Hey Wah, he do everything in a balance. So by one we all die, but by one we all live. Come on.
But every man in his own order.
Woo.
Hamashiach, the first fruits. Afterward, they that are Hamashiachs at his coming.
You see that? That they that are. So this is a sign of possession showing you that you don't own your body. The only way to resurrect your body is to be a part of the body of the Messiah, because he's the only person that resurrects. He's the only person that resurrected on the third day. Now we resurrect if we are in him. See that? Y'all have to catch that concept. Come on.
Verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom of Yah, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
Ooh, come on.
For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet.
You do not want to be an enemy. He must reign until he put all enemies under his feet. So that thousand-year millennium reign, it's gonna be war. It's gonna be trodden and kings and kingdoms coming down. I'm trying to be part of the 144 out stumping Negro heads and heathen heads out with them, whoever going against the Messiah. I'm trying to be on the hit squad team.
Boy, you sound like you're gonna be on that team with Dawa Yah.
I'm trying to be on the hit squad team. Hey, straight up, just keeping it real. Come on with it.
Verse 26. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
You see that? It's death.
The last
death
enemy.
is gonna be swallowed up. And notice he called death an enemy because your black self was not supposed to die. You was never supposed to die.
Right.
Because you are an eternal being. Created since forever, will be here for forever, but was put on death culture, coats of skin, because of conscious sin. See how conscious sin reflects through the body? Now the body must die. Your soul paying a price for what the body does. The body, outer expression of what? Consciousness. Come on.
Verse 27. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted.
Yeah.
Now that's accepted, EX, not ACC.
Yeah. Come on.
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
Which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him.
Feet. Come on.
That Yah may be all in all.
Let's keep reading.
Else, what shall they do which are baptized for the dead, if the dead rise not at all? Why are they then baptized for the dead?
Come on, we can stop there right here. Jump to 38.
Verse 38. But Yah giveth it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own body.
You see that? So to every seed, God give his own body. Now we're getting back into these bodies, and the whole reason why I'm talking about the body, the out expression of consciousness, because you're going to have to take on a new body and put off this natural body one day. So if we acting as a natural body in a body of flesh, then you're going to be raised in corruption and you're going to go to the lake of fire. So we need to be practicing. Remember, this is a practice stage. We're here acting out and rehearsing for the kingdom to come. So if you're rehearsing nothing but sin, guess what you get in the latter end? You get the lake of fire. Come on.
Verse 39. All flesh is not the same flesh.
You see that? All flesh ain't the same flesh. Come on.
But there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds.
Come on.
There are also celestial bodies.
Oh, there are also celestial bodies. Heavenly bodies and what?
And bodies terrestrial.
And bodies terrestrial. Guess what? You have both of them. You have both. Huh? But are you going to attain that? Are you going to get your etheric body back? You going to get back in the kingdom in the garden of God? Or is you going to keep constantly falling through this matrix system through sin? Or you going to constantly let your outer expression of your conscience, which is the body, commit sin? And you're going to be raised incorruptible and as worm food and as firewood to the lake of fire. Huh? Which one you going to do? Come on.
But the glory of the celestial is one. And the glory of the terrestrial is another.
Come on.
There is one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon.
You see that? The sun is shining brighter than the moon. So we see there's even different levels of glory in the celestial bodies, in the celestial skies, meaning that the same thing happens down here because and so it's done in heaven also on what? On earth. On earth as it's done in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. We're a mirror image of what's going on in the celestial realm. Just like your body is a mirror image of what's going on in your celestial realm, which is your holies of holies, or your temples, which is right here, which is your mindset. Whatever on your mind is expressed through your body. Just like whatever's going on in heaven is dictated by your body. You see, like everything is a mirror image upon a mirror image and a reflection upon a reflection. Remember that. So if we warring on earth, guess where it's going to be warring? In the heavens. Where you think these influences are coming from? Come on.
Now, is that why some people trip when it's a full moon or a high tide? Or
next situation when we talk about that.
Okay.
There was another question there.
Okay. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory.
And just like the stars over here. One light shine better than the other. But as long as all the lights are shining, though. Come on.
So also is the resurrection of the dead.
Woo, come on.
It is sown in corruption.
So it is sown in corruption. It dies corruptible because flesh and skin is corruptible. But what?
It is raised in incorruption.
It is raised in incorruption if you're going to the kingdom of God. Come on.
It is sown in dishonor.
See that? It's sown in dishonor because its flesh is weak. It's perishable. God made everything to live forever. Come on.
It is raised in glory.
It is raised in glory, a glorified body full of light, brightness, and truth, representing the Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh and the Messiah itself. Woo, come on.
It is sown in weakness.
You see that? It is sown in weakness. It's going to the ground weak, but it's raised what?
It is raised in power.
Oh, you see that? It's raised in power because it takes the power of the mighty Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh to resurrect the body anyway, because it must put its spirit back into the lungs of this etheric body. Come on.
It is sown a natural body.
Ooh, it's sown a natural body, but what?
It is raised a spiritual body.
Raised a spiritual body. And the spiritual body is the body of the mind. The mind of the body must take form in whatever dimension it's in. When you die, this dimension is gone, but you have to be raised again into another dimension, and you have to have a body. This is the body we are working on. This is the body we're preparing. When the Most High, when Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh and Christ said he's leaving to prepare a place for you, he's talking about preparing a place, a spiritual house for your spiritual body, your spiritual vehicle. You think you're just dying and that's it? No, you're dying and going somewhere else.
Right.
It's straight
it's
up.
Not over.
It's not over. You're an eternal being. Come on.
There is a natural body. And there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul.
You see that? But the second man, what?
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
That's what we focus on. A quickening spirit. Because it's the spirit that's going to keep that soul living. Because when you die, the spirit what leaves and go back to the old hey, why hey. On the resurrection, he forge it back into your body for you to resurrect out of that dirt. That's what we focus on. But you can't do that if the body is doing wicked things.
That's right.
That means the conscience is doing wicked things. Come on.
Verse 46. Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual.
Yeah.
The first man is of the earth, earthy.
Woo.
The second man is the most high from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy.
Look, she talking about something. Y'all keep making me want to snack. I'm over here eating on some Sanctified. I'm tearing these things up, ain't I?
Yeah.
She like, look, he making me want a snack. Come on.
And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly.
Yeah.
And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly.
Now, repeat what he just said here. He said, even though we have born, meaning came into this flesh of earthly, we also going to inherit the what? The spiritual, because we came from the spiritual. We just inherited this skin. Because look, was Adam made with skin? No, he was given coats of skin. Let's really get some understanding on this, family. Come on.
Verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yah.
You see this? This will not go into the kingdom of Yah.
Can't take it with you.
But guess what can go? That mind. If the body's acting out what the mind is expressing.
Meditate on Yah.
Come on.
Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption.
Come on.
Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep.
We shall not all what?
We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment. In a moment. In the twinkling of an eye.
That's going to be beautiful.
At the last trump.
At the last trump.
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
Ain't that what we all want? Ain't that the whole end game of this? To be raised incorruptible, to see the kingdom of God and dwell in the kingdom of God for eternity and not in the lake of fire with Hashatan and his fallen angels and all the wicked souls out here going against the very image of God that we proclaiming and guard until this very day. Come on.
And we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
Come on.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
No more death. It's swallowed up. He got rid of death, which is an enemy. That's gone. Come on.
Oh, death, where is thy sting?
You say that? No longer feeling pain physically. You show right Hebrew. Come on.
Oh, grave, where is thy victory?
Come on.
The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law.
Come on.
But thanks be to Yah.
But what?
But thanks be to Yah.
That's how you're supposed to be moving and operating. But thanks be to Yah. It's already done. You already know that you have a etheric body and it's going to resurrect. But your consciousness expressed to your body shows that. You walk around like you already in the kingdom. That's how we supposed to be walking around, like we already in the kingdom of God. But Negroes don't do that nowadays. Negroes are steady being in subjection to sin, keeping them from this very etheric body that must raise in immortality and must resurrect incorruptible. Come on.
But thanks be to Yah, which giveth us the victory through our master Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Therefore
what?
My beloved brethren.
My beloved brother. He talking to those he loved. Come on.
Be ye steadfast.
Be ye steadfast. That means stand up for this truth. Be bold in this truth. Be unimmovable. Can't nobody shake you to and fro. You ain't wiggling and tossed all in these other doctrines. You are in a, let me get your book. You're in a foundation. This is what it is. This is what it's always going to be forever and never. Whether he don't come back for 2,000 years from now, 2,000 years, our descendants going to be teaching this like we teaching this to this very day. To this very day, because we believe in this here book.
That's right.
Steadfast, unmovable, full of the faith of Yah. Come on.
Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Most
You
High.
always abounding in what?
The work of the Most High.
Can you work without a body? Can you work without a body? You know you can't, because the outer expression of the consciousness is what? The body. Come on.
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Most High.
In the Most High. Look, with that being said, hallelujah. The body is the outer expression of your consciousness. Make sure that you constantly guarding your grill, strap up a backup. Make sure you keeping them commandments so you can live and do not be subjected to sin, because sin equals death.
That's
family. Right. Let me rap with y'all. We got on here Polo, Rico, Shalom, Shalom. Yeah, that's right, till the casket drop. That's what it is. Yeah, Elio, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Denise Hawkins, yes, no more having to wear glasses. Most definitely. No more lost too. Hey, flat out. Hey, look, I got one missing back here.
Make me take my glasses off.
You see that? We finna be good till the casket drop. Hey, Shalom family. You already know it's a beautiful thing. Always chopping it up and talking with y'all. Again, any topic y'all have, shoot into my inbox. If y'all don't know who I am Yaki, your humble servant. On Facebook, I'm Yaki, Y-H-K-I, Hickman, H-I-C-K-M-A-N. To the right of me, my brother, my elder.
I am your brother, Ariel Al Ben Israel, and I am also on Facebook now, even though I don't know how to navigate.
Hit him up anyway.
My Facebook name is Aki Ariel, A-H-K-I-A-R-I-E-L.
Boy, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that deal. I'm under Azariah Amos. That's A-Z-A-R-I-A-H Amos, A-M-O-S.
Hey, look, hook up with us, man. Click up with us, family. Holla at your brother. We a family. We ain't no greater than y'all. Y'all can do the same thing we up here doing. But look, love God, love your brother, keep the commandments, and stay righteous. Quit bullshitting out there. Yes, I said that. Quit bullshitting out there.
Let your light shine.
And let your light shine. With that being said, family, Shalom, Shalom. Love y'all indeed in the truth. All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Mashiach, Yahweh, Barakatah, hallelujah.
Tune into the world's most dangerous talk show in the morning.
Yeah, Malachi Maccabee, Daniel Solomon, and Elder Jacob gonna be on the deal, you know, spitting his word. And Most High willing, Yahweh Ratzah, his breath in our lungs. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Love y'all, family. Shalom, shalom, Yahweh.